whatever this delusion is that you guys will ever be able to compete with me, let go of it. Salute, MobTube. So here we are. I'm sure you guys saw the title and the thumbnail. It looks like Mike DiBella will be coming on to give his response to some of the things that were said and took place earlier in the day. All right, so it should be a very interesting show. I'm certainly looking forward to it. I spoke to Mike on the phone several times this evening, as well as Jeff Nadeau and a whole bunch of other people. As a matter of fact, I've been on the phone practically since the last show ended, nonstop. So we're going to see what happens here. This isn't going to be something like where I'm going to have Jeff on and they're going to go back and forth. It ain't going to be nothing like that. Mike watched part of the show earlier and he wants to respond. I honestly don't even think he's very happy with me right now, but we'll see. So let me shout some people out. Davis Dean, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Joey Dimes, Joseph Montanero, Sven Larson, M. Soretti. Let's see. Pasta Patate. Edward Everett. Karen Rickard. Ew. Gilded Age. Teresa the Baby Marie. How are you? Antonino. Let's see. Joe Root. Jason Mikesell. Cellar Door. Bong Funk MC. And we got any more here? Brooklyn Rob 1, Michael McDonald, Scott McDonald, Nico Cena, Canadian $10. Have a cup of coffee. Well, I'm not a coffee drinker, but maybe I'll buy some iced tea with that. Thank you very much, Nico Cena. Thank you, bro. Shout out to little Nico as well. Alex Trejo, Stone Sailor, Amateur Historian, KC Detroit, Lefty Guns Pool Hall. What's up, buddy? So, I guess I'm going to text Mike if he's not in here already, and I'll tell him I'm on so he can grab the link, and he'll come on and say what he has to say. It's only fair, of course, that Mike gets to respond. So let me do that now. All right, cool. And I'll just fill you guys in. I did listen to some interesting things when I wasn't actually on the phone at some point tonight, which wasn't long. I listened to Lee's show that he did earlier that was about Danny and Mike DiBella. I still don't get Lee. You know, it's funny. He talks about Danny and how could you disrespect Danny? He's a family man. Yeah. What the fuck do you think I am? Or most of us on here are. So what? So what? It doesn't matter when it applies to us, right? We're supposed to have some sort of a, I don't know. Danny gets some special privileges because he's a family man as well. And the difference between us and him is we're not complete and total frauds, and he is. You could tell, though, Lee is all triggered by Gene Borello last night. And that's how Lee is. Lee is very jealous and territorial. You know, he's not happy about his breakup with Gene, you know, and the fact that Gene was on here more than he was ever even on Lee's show must be eating him up inside. I'm sure he said some other ridiculous things too, but I got other stuff on my mind at this point and it doesn't really matter. So let's see if Mike is around. If not, it might be a few minutes, whatever. Eventually he'll be on and he'll speak his piece. 150 people already. That's pretty good. All right. He's grabbing the link right now. Lee is a scorned woman. He is. He is a scorned woman. A lot of scorned women on here. Lots. So give it a second, guys. Mike will be here and we'll get started. I didn't really come on with any other type of plan because this show is already done as far as I'm concerned, because once Mike comes on, I think you guys will be thoroughly entertained. He'll get his point across. I'll just sit here and listen. And then that's it. That's the show for the night. Lee already has a show scheduled for an interview with Stax for tomorrow. I heard Lee say tonight to Gene Borello, not directly to him, but, through the camera. Do you really think Stax is going to let that go? Who gives a fuck what Stax lets go? Who cares? Who is Stax, bro? Nobody at all. So it was a silly thing to say, but Lee has this overinflated sense of power and ego. You know what I mean? He thinks that anybody who agrees with him is also just as powerful. It's very strange. Very strange to hear him talk. He was threatening Mike DiBella that if Mike says anything about him, he will do a half-an-hour show on Mike. Lee, do you think anybody cares, bro? So what? You got no partner now. The James Proctor is a giant fail. I watched a little bit of that, as Lee called him, Phil Linetti. Yeah, Linetti. That's Phil's name. Lee changed it for him. That show they did, first of all, Lee, if you're in the mob genre and you're not at least nearly an expert on the Philadelphia crime family, you shouldn't be in the mob genre. It's a very, very, you said the Philly family is a hard learn or a hard study. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's pretty simple. It's a small family. It's a small family. But to hear him talking to James Proctor, who one of my friends earlier described as being or looking like a 13-year-old ginger non-binary child. For you to be asking him for information on the Philly family while you're live, you're just asking him questions. Lee, you're supposed to know all this stuff about the Philly family. You're supposed to. You're in the mob genre, bro. And you certainly shouldn't have to be asking this hillbilly, James, no offense, James, questions about the mafia. I thought you learned a lot in the past year. That's what you've told us. What happened? What the hell happened? I bashed him on that Philly show. He fucked that up horribly. Yes, he did. It's terrible. At least if you're asking Danny, it's like, okay, Danny, considering his fake story, he's supposed to have more mob knowledge than you. But James, who is that? And why is he on the show? That's your new partner? I don't. Jesus Christ. Lee might be the first person we see go backwards in sub count. You know what I mean? Just start dropping with fucking James as his partner. Anyway, good luck, Lee. I wish you the best. This Proctor prick has no clue what he is getting himself into. Poor bastard. Oh, my God. You should have. Well, you guys probably did hear Lee today talking about Danny. I had no idea how viciously he would be attacked. Yeah, you're right, Lee. You're right. I was so vicious to him. I was so mean after he lied and said I didn't have those phone conversations with him, called me a liar publicly, then threatened to knock my wife's teeth out, and then promised to get my wife fired from her job. Yeah, I was so vicious to Danny. Danny's not vicious to anyone. No, not at all. He only threatened to kill people, shoot people, beat people up, cave their heads in, sexually assault them, and everything else. Danny's innocent, and poor him. He was just getting attacked viciously by all these treacherous people on MobTube. You're always the victim, Lee, and anybody with you is always the victim. You're never the perpetrator, never the villain. Lee is always playing a song on the world's smallest violin. Nico Cena, Canadian $10. I really think that Lee is lost in his own show. He has no content and has to lean on everyone's idea And did I ever tell you that Junior Nicholas said that he looks like a Sasquatch? No, but he does. He definitely does. And that's hilarious. I give little Nicholas props for that one. How do you get on? Oh, let me drop the link again, bro. I didn't even realize Mike was here. Just click that link, Mike. It's in the chat. If you need, I'll email it to you. Sorry, guys, I got lost. I was doing my monologue. 205 people. Everybody, please hit the like button and throw large sums of money or small sums, whatever you prefer, at your boy FBS ASAP. Thank you. Let's see. Danny is the victim and the underwears are the guilty. What the fuck? He definitely doubled down. Oh, yeah. Let me see something real quick. All right, yeah, you should have it now, Mike. You want me to email it to you? Thanks, Gilded Age. He's a strange creature, that Lee Cole. He actually, I heard him say the Lee Cole 3 show. Now he calls himself Lee Cole 3. Is that new or has he been doing that? That might be some sort of personality disorder. Uh-oh. I'm getting some valuable information sent to me, folks. Might help answer some questions. Lee looks like the abominable snowman. I love when Lee threatens people. It's so absurd. Be careful or I'll do a show on you. Yeah, and then what? So? Like, just me saying this stuff is going to get Lee to do a show on me. I'm fine with it. No big deal. 3 of Lee's. Ugh. From what I remember, Lee is a straight lizard. That's possible. I'm going to email you the link, Mike, because I don't think you're I think you're having some trouble with it. Here you go. All right. Let's see. I emailed it to you, Mike. This is going to be an interesting one, guys. I'm happy about this. Like an hour ago, I wasn't even sure what I was going to do the show on tonight. I was just going to kind of recap the day, but Mike decided to come on. And here he is. You guys ready? Come on. What? Oh, you got to turn the YouTube off. You ready? Come on. What? Oh, you got to turn the YouTube off. Hold on, I'm going to mute you for a second. What?
I
got to turn that off, Mike.
Hold on.
Hold on, I'm going to mute you for.
There you go.
There you go. All right. So what's up, bro? How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good. Glad to hear it.
I just caught some of those shows. I was in Mexico last week, and I just caught some of the. Is this guy Lee? I gotta tell you, it's fucking crazy. Number one, let me just I want to just explain some shit real quick. Number one, Jeff, my cock is bigger than you. Okay, that's Jesus. Number one. All right, that's number one. Lee, I was actually gonna send you a fucking pizza, but your boy Danny said you had a pacemaker, so I didn't want fucking the pizzeria, the fucking guy, because he was gonna say it was from me. I don't want you to get a heart attack, so your boy fucking Danny gave up your address. But I'm not even, you know what? You're not even worth my time. And Lee, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, because every coin has a fucking flip side to it. You understand? So I'll just torture the fuck out of you. I'm not gonna hurt you because you look at you. You're a fat fucking slob. I'm not gonna fucking hurt you. There's no reason to be. And number two, let me explain something to you. One of the fucking worst fucking things you can do besides being a fucking rat is calling somebody a fucking rat. Okay, so whoever the fuck wants to fucking look for my paperwork, what do you think? I'm gonna fucking sit there and like start looking? I don't even give a fuck where my paperwork is. Okay, I don't give a fuck about my paperwork or whatever the fuck people think I was or where I was. And the other thing is with Thomas DiBella, he always called me his grandson. Okay, and as anybody knows in this Italian culture, because my grandfather was a fucking bum, Thomas DiBella's fucking brother. He used to beat my grandmother. He was an alcoholic. And every one of his nephews, every one of his fucking grandsons, and every fucking body around him used to run to him. Oh, I'm in trouble. This happened. That happened. This happened. That happened. This happened. I was the only one that never went to him with a fucking problem. People used to go to him and say, your grandson, because I'm the fucking spitting image of him. You take a fucking side profile if you look him the fuck up. Okay? And half his grandsons right now that he fucking has never even fucking met him. They never. Let me straighten my fucking eye.
Looks good.
So that being fucking said, at my grandfather's funeral, my uncle, that fucking Jeff says a distant relative, shut the fuck up. You sound like a fucking idiot. Okay. I just had FBS on the fucking phone. My fucking cousin, that my fucking Uncle Bosco, fucking DiBella, who straightened out fucking, he just passed away. That was supposed to be on a fucking plane. Okay. And she sent me some shit that she thought would be touching to me. It was a fucking my father's obituary that he left me out. That my parents left me out because I didn't go with the fucking Columbos. And fucking FBS was on the fucking phone. And she was like, holy shit, Mike, I would have never sent it to you because my uncle had it within his shit. You understand? So I was like the black sheep because I didn't go with them. When I came on this show and you said, you know, the last name or whatever, yeah, my pictures, because at my grandfather's funeral, my Uncle Tom says, you know what? You're the only person that doesn't come to me with problems. People come to me saying that you're the fucking problem. And the guys like that, if anybody knows anybody, guys like that shit. They don't like having people around them saying fucking like, oh, I got to go fuck. Listen, do me a favor. Don't fucking, you know, my grandson, give him a job, or my grandson, you know what I mean? Lay off him or fuck whatever. No, people used to go to him and say, well, your grandson's out of fucking order. He's out of order. You want to know why? Because they just fucking the age and because of my grandfather and because I looked like him, they always used to say, not because I use his name. Never once did I use his fucking name in a fucking problem. Never once. Okay, so let's get that fucking straight. So that's never been my claim to fame. And the rest of the fucking DiBellas that are alive right now, they're a bunch of pussies. Okay, and I'll be the first one to say it. My claim to fame is me. I'm my fucking claim to fame. And anybody else, did I come on here and try to say that I was a straightened out fucking guy or anything like that? All my stories were funny shit. Okay, funny shit. My ideas. Okay, my ideas. I never fucking came on here and fucking claimed to be this. Well, what's a gangster anyway? You know what? What's a gangster? All the gangsters back in the day, what? The guys that have money? You want to know? Maybe I'm a gangster today. I don't know. Because I don't know. I could maybe buy him some Mikey Scars about 3 or 4 fucking times. Yeah, Mikey, I said that to you. And one day I'm going to run into you. I am going to run into you. There's a few guys out in Vegas right now that did their time like real fucking men. Okay? Real fucking men that did their fucking time. That fucking we eat fucking lunch every fucking Thursday. You're more than welcome. Roma Deli on Sahara. You're more than welcome to come and fucking join. You know, when you go out with RJ and you got your fucking drink and shit like that, and you're wearing your fucking jacket and all that shit, come on, Roma Deli. Right on the corner, Sahara and Durango, every fucking Thursday. There's some real fucking guys. Okay? Yeah, they don't do shit now. But we sit around, we bullshit, we eat, we talk about the old times, we joke about shit because that's what it is. Because a lot of guys don't understand fucking guys like us, okay? But those are the real guys. So, Mike, if you ever want to tell a few fucking stories, RJ, whatever, you want some real content, come on down to Roma Deli. See the owner, Fasto. Ask him about me. Okay? I'm giving a shout out to Roma Deli. Jimmy, whoever the fuck wants to come down. Come down every Thursday at 1 o'clock. You come down. You walk in right to the left. We'll be there. Okay? You see some of the old timers. There's 2 of them left that are still in the fucking black book. That they're still over there. There is no more shit. But you know what? I tell you what. This is me. See me? This is what I got. This is me. This is fucking me. And Danny, you're a bitch. You're a bitch, Danny. Okay? You're a bitch. What happened? You got a little nervous? Somebody showed up with a pizza? What happened? You got a little fucking nervous, Danny? What happened? They came to Floral Park? You see, you know what makes somebody a real fucking gangster? When you can make your own fucking money. That's what you do. I rely on nobody. Okay? No one but myself. And you know what? You can listen to fucking D show. You're absolutely fucking right, Lee. You're absolutely right. Because you know what? All I wanted to do was knock Jimmy Calandra's fucking teeth out of his fucking mouth. Okay,
See, now hold on, bro.
okay,
You
no,
know,
but
that's my
that's what it back. Listen, I'm not saying. Listen, you can knock me off the show. That's what it was. I'm responding to what these fucking guys said. I'm not. I said that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. You could take me off the show now if you want. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to do, you take me off the show now. It doesn't matter.
no,
I told you before. I wasn't saying anything bad, but people want to talk shit. I'm gonna just fucking respond to it. That's what we're doing, right? We're responding to it. I didn't say anything wrong. What did I say wrong?
No, go ahead.
Responding to it. So that's what it was. Okay. What do you think? You're telling me something I don't fucking know? You don't think I fucking like Danny fucking Lee tells me, Lee, you're a fucking fat fuck. Okay. On my worst day is better than your fucking best fucking day. Okay. You want to look at me in the fucking screen? I'll buy you the fucking plane ticket. I'll buy you the plane ticket. I dare you to come fucking sit with me and have fucking lunch with me. Nothing's going to happen to you. There's no gangsters here. Come sit down. Come sit with us. Come sit with me. Forget about us. Come sit with me. Come sit with me. We'll have a discussion about it. That I want to ruin your YouTube channel? I don't give a fuck about your YouTube channel. What do I give a fuck? You can't even fucking afford to pay Danny to be on your YouTube channel. Are you fucking kidding me? What I donate to fucking these channels is more than what you make it a fucking month on your fucking channel. You got to be out of your fucking mind. You want to come at me? You could come at me all day. You want to know why? Because I sell fucking you people fucking watch you because your fucking content. Whatever the fuck you say, you can't even say fucking names the right way. Okay? And let's get it straight, okay? Listen, Jimmy, I'm right here, bro. Listen, anytime you want. Any fucking time you want, Jimmy. I'm right fucking here, you bitch. Okay, any fucking time you want.
Mike,
okay?
Listen, man. You know that's my boy, bro. I don't want to have you guys
I
fighting.
understand it, though. So I'm supposed to fucking let this fucking rat fucking telling me that shit? Knock me off, bro. You can knock me off.
All right. Yeah. I ain't gonna do that, bro. Listen, I know it's great entertainment and all that, but Mike and me have an agreement. You know, he doesn't say anything bad to me about Jimmy. He knows I'm friends with Jimmy. I don't want to. You know what I mean? I'm not going to have that. Jimmy's my boy. I have his back. So as much as I'd love to have, I'll drop the link for Jimmy. As much as I'd like to have him on to speak his piece, I can't have that. I don't want him and Jimmy going at it. And Jimmy responded to something he said. So Mike can be pissed off at me too now. That's fine. But I don't, I'm not going to have that. So sorry, guys. What's up, Jeff?
More talk from Mike DiBella and no action.
Listen, fuck off, Jeff.
Did we not talk about this guy though? He's a fucking douche. This guy, he just is. I mean, I hate to be this way, and it's not you. You have nothing to do with it. The guy's a douchebag, bro. He just is.
I don't listen. You know, it's one thing to have him come on here and speak his mind, but I made it clear to Mike from the first time I spoke to him. Jimmy is my friend. If you don't like Jimmy or you got bad things to say about
Jimmy,
him,
right?
Just don't, or don't say them to me. I don't want to hear it. And
especially saying that to people,
especially not on the show. Yep. On the show, bro, come on. You're going to talk shit about Jimmy on my show? Come on, that's my friend. You know what I mean? So listen, if Mike is pissed off at me, never wants to donate to me again, whatever he wants to do, that's fine. That's fine, bro. But I don't let people talk shit about my friends. You know what I mean?
As you shouldn't. And the thing is, if you have an issue with him, you should go to him. Again, as you just said. That's all I'm saying. Mike is obviously upset about something. He should get that fixed.
Yeah, he's very pissed off. Shinebox, thank you very much. Holy shit. Shinebox just sent me $10 worth of Bitcoin.
Wow.
That's a dope fucking donation.
That's actually a great donation.
Cool idea. Huh?
That's a cool idea, actually.
Yeah, Shinebox.
Where's he been, by the way? I haven't seen him in a while.
Shinebox, I don't know, bro. I think he's real busy. He said he had a big electrical project he was working on. So now look, now Mike's pissed off at me now, bro. It's not one-sided. Jimmy is my friend. I mean, I like Mike, but I don't know Mike. You know what I mean? I know Jimmy. Jimmy's my boy, bro. I can't have that. And Mike always respected that. Always. Never said a bad word about Jimmy to me or on the show. But this now, you're going to knock his teeth out? Come on.
I mean, clearly Mike has access to the ground with a lot of people. I mean, he just does.
Yeah. And now, he's pissed off that you're on, too.
Mike, again, you didn't show any proof. You came on here and just talked about everybody else. Why not just less talk, more action, Mike? How about that? How about you just shut everybody up for once? You haven't, though.
Yeah,
And Mike,
yeah.
again, only a child acts like how you just acted, Mike. It's that simple. Why not come on and act like a human being, and we can have a conversation, and maybe we could talk more? You're acting like you're 16. What are you gonna wring my neck through the fucking computer, Mike? I mean, for what? Because I spoke the truth about shit you said. You said it. I mean, we see the comments these people are saying to you. They said they don't know you. What do you want me to say?
Well, listen, like I said, I stick by what I said earlier. I know people that say they do. I did just listen in on a phone call. There's absolutely no doubt that he is Tom DiBella's nephew. There's no doubt about that. Why he ever said he was his grandson, he kind of explained that a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and say the guy's a fraud or any of that shit. I'm not going to have you on here talking shit about Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you on that. That's your friend.
Yeah, bro. Jimmy's my friend, bro. I don't care. Whoever doesn't like it, that's too bad. You want to call me one-sided, Mike, or whatever? Okay. Yeah, I'm on the side of my friends. I am.
I got to tell you, that Roma Deli sounded pretty good, though. I would say.
Yeah. I was like, when he said that, I'm like, oof, I don't know if we're supposed to know this, but all right.
I mean, you have to admit, they probably have great gabagool there. I would say.
Yeah, I think they have to. Yeah, I don't think they'd have the type of clientele Mike is describing if they didn't have good gabagool.
Ask for Fosco, remember.
Oh,
I wonder if this is the same Fosco from Philly. Remember him?
Oh, it better not be. That fucking clown jerk off.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
But, bro,
listen,
what a mess.
This YouTube stuff, I have to say, is the greatest.
This is your
some
fault,
entertainment here. I tell you what.
I know, but this is your fault. You know that, right? You started this.
But I didn't do nothing wrong. This is my job. This is what I do. And listen, Mike is still not shown any proof. Mike, listen, how about this? You've been on FBS. I don't want to make him involved in this because this is against you and me, right, Mike? This isn't against him. I have no beef with obviously I don't have beef with FBS. He shouldn't be in this. Mike, why don't you come on and we can have a conversation, you and I. I'll bring you on, and you can tell me what is proof and what's not. I'll give you the invite, just like I give anybody his invite. But yes, you shouldn't talk about his friends, obviously. And I give you credit for sticking up for him.
Of course, bro. Jimmy knows I got his back. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing if, he said something out of anger and was going to move on, but then he brought it up again. Jimmy had every right to respond the way he fucking did in the chat. You know what I mean? Like, you just said you were going to knock his fucking teeth out. Nah, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. He's pissed off, you know what I mean? And he's saying a little too much. So it is what it is. I listen, Mike has resources and money and everything else. If he wants to talk that shit, he can easily start his own show, his own channel.
Yeah, I think it would be that then you can tell all the stories you want. But Mike, when you come on YouTube, there is going to be things that you just have to answer, Mike. It's just that simple. You can't just say shit and expect no one to say nothing about it. And as far as your dick being bigger than me, I don't know about that.
No, I think. Oh, yeah, being bigger than you as a whole.
I don't think that's
like possible. His dick is actually bigger than your entire body.
Correct. That would be the biggest dick in dick history.
That would be enormous, bro. That would be huge. That would be uncomfortably big.
That would be like
you'd be walking around with a fucking Nadu hanging from your crotch.
That would be like 50 inches. Think about that.
That's 50 inches. Is that it, Jeff?
Well, everybody thinks I'm 4'8", which I'm not.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. $4.99. Brendan Walsh. Mike is selling wolf tickets. Jimmy is respectful and put out great content. Cope, bro. FBS been watching since day one, and you're solid for keeping your word. Thank you, Brendan Walsh. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why people haven't learned it about me yet, bro, but I'm not going to let anyone bash my friends. I'm certainly not going to let anyone threaten my friends. Like Mike is saying to me now, oh, if Jimmy would have said something, you wouldn't have kicked him off. No, you're right. Jimmy's my friend. It's a different, you know what I mean? I'm not, I don't know Mike like that. Not the way I know Jimmy. So, yeah, listen, anybody can say whatever they want after this. But
let me ask you something. Why won't Mike just come back on and just have a regular conversation? Like, that could happen, couldn't it? I mean, why won't he?
I don't know, but honestly, he's not welcome back. Boston Red 2, $9.99. Thank you very much. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Beck Brooklyn said, no. I was right the first time. Miss Can't Be Wrong said, FBS, someone just said Mike DiBella is going on Convict Stink in an hour. I wouldn't doubt it. But you know what? That's good. Let him go talk his shit on the Chomo Lovers show. You know what I mean? Let him go talk his shit over there. Not over here. Not over here. And I don't give a fuck. Listen, and this goes to show you guys too, okay, where my loyalties lie. Mike DiBella donates a lot of fucking money to me. But I don't give a fuck when it comes to shit like that. I don't care. I'd rather lose the money. It's just the way I am. Beck Brooklyn, FBS salute to you, not leaving his ass on, always having Jimmy's back. Of course, bro.
Charm City says Jeff stirring the pot again. Oh yeah, that was what it was. Because I threatened Jimmy Calandra, right?
He started the day stirring the pot, the fucking asshole. You knew you were gonna cause trouble, Jeff. You knew.
Have I been proven wrong yet?
But that's not the point. That's not the point. You opened the whole can of worms, you fucker. I needed this shit like I needed a fucking hole in the head. Yeah, well,
you're making money tonight. Let's donate tonight, guys. Come on, let's donate.
Yeah. And
for me, let's make it worth.
Yeah, just out of sympathy for all the stress I've been put through since Jeff's 2:00 show today,
which I took down, by the way.
Yes, he did. I'll give Jeff that. He did.
I didn't want this to I don't want to affect other people. The goal of the show was not to do that. I had questions on Mr. DiBella and Mr. Trio, and it had nothing to do with Chris or any other creator.
Yeah, no, I know it didn't when it really comes down to it, bro. Now he's asking me if I'm saying you were right. When did I say that?
Mike, why don't you just come on and show proof that you're who you say you are, Mike? I mean, I don't understand why you're like.
Yeah, it's simple as I just sat here and said I still don't agree with Jeff. I don't think Mike's a fraud, in my opinion, and from what everything I know, I don't think that at all. I have all the reason in the world to believe he's not, but he's a dickhead for just coming on here and talking shit to Jimmy like that.
Mike, again, I don't think you're a fraud. I'm just asking that some of the things you said have not been correct, and you have admitted to them. So there's a question of what you're saying is true or not. That's all I'm saying, Mike. If you're going to come on YouTube and want a platform and maybe get your own channel or go on other shows, I think it's important that you tell the truth. People are going to look into you, and they've looked into everyone. It's not only you, Mike.
Yeah, and you know what? Now that I'm hearing that he's going on Convict Inc. show, it all kind of makes sense, because when I got off the phone with him earlier, I think he was answering a call from Convict Inc. So I don't even want to have the same guest as that fucking scumbag over there. Fucking Chomo Inc. Let me see. My man came through again. Dwayne, I love you, bro. $100. He said it started out as a good interview, but most definitely have to stand up and protect friends and family. Great job for standing up. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you very much. And I always do, and I always will stand up for my friends. Mike just texted again and said no one's going on Convict Inc. So, all right. It was about Benny. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. I'm so confused. There's so much happening. Bobby Berberian, $9.99. FBS Fire. Thank you, Bob.
Money is flowing in today. Bro. This is great.
Yeah. Nico Cena, Canadian $10, said, let's go, Jimmy. Let's go, Jimmy. If everyone loves Jimmy, type I love Jimmy. Good idea. Yeah, we're going to support Jimmy over here. You know what I mean? I know the majority of people will. There's some people that don't like him, but listen. Jimmy's never been nothing but a friend to me, so I can't have that. Trust me, that was killer entertainment, but it's just not worth it to me. You know what I mean? It's really not. It's really not. I'm fucking going to bat for this guy all day. You know what I mean? And he comes on here and says he wanted to knock my friend's fucking teeth out in Las Vegas.
Right. Yeah, it was wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. And this just made you the happiest motherfucker on YouTube tonight, Jeff, didn't it?
No.
Don't lie.
Listen, that wasn't the goal. I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. I'm asking for the guy he didn't show proof. So obviously he has an issue, something. But yeah, I mean, I'm just happy you're making money.
Me too. Me too, because that's what counts. That's how I pay those bills.
And remember this as well. Everyone hates everyone on here. There's no one on this stuff, whether you're whatever. You have people that don't like you. So if Mike thought he was just going to come on here, everyone was going to like him, and no one was going to look into him, like it just wasn't going to be happening. It just wasn't.
Yeah. Jimmy Calandra at Bath Avenue story said, LMFAO, love you all, FBS. Yeah, man, bro, listen. Same to you. You know that, bro. Of course. He should definitely apologize for that. Came in hot. Yeah, listen, I never expect anyone to apologize on here. Apologies are they don't come easily. You know what I mean? They're few and far between on MobTube. But again, I didn't expect that shit because me and Mike always kind of had that understanding. You know what I mean? And you could ask Jimmy. I've asked Jimmy before because I didn't know if they did have a beef. I said, bro, you got a problem with this guy? You mind if I bring him on? And he said he didn't even know who the fuck Mike DiBella was. So that's that.
Alex Trejo, I do not have a wig. Stop spreading that nasty rumor.
Tony Ducks, Convict Inc. thinks DiBella is coming on his show. There's one scheduled. Well, who knows who's telling the truth then, but Convict Inc. is a fucking fraud himself and a liar. So who knows?
I'm just gonna say it. I'm looking up
For
this
common sense.
This Roma deli looks awesome, by the way. I'm looking it up.
Does it really?
Yes.
Yeah.
The taste of Italy.
You want to catch a plane, go to Roma Deli? No, I just got off a plane. Fuck that.
Yeah, you were just on. By the way,
for me.
That's not a too bad a flight though. Miami to PA.
No, it's not bad. The flight isn't the thing. It's everything leading up to the fucking flight. You know what I mean, bro? Air travel is not easy. I'm telling you, man. I told you our trip there, bro, we left the house 5:30 in the morning. We live an hour and a half from BWI. We didn't get to our fucking room until 4 o'clock. You know, you go there, you got to check your bags. You got to check in at the kiosk. You get your labels for your bags. You got to fucking go through security. Then you got to go and wait to board. Then you board. You sit there for a half an hour. You take the flight. You get off the plane. Then you got to go get your luggage. Then you got to go get the rental car. It's like,
when you travel, do you buy the flights through the airline itself, or do you do like Expedia or like one of those things?
This trip we did Travelocity. We did it through the third party. But the first trip we took in August, we did it straight through the airlines.
They quote you like a price, and then when you get to the flight part, there's literally no good flights that are like they don't add anything on to the total.
Oh yeah.
So like you figure like you're paying like $1,200, let's say, but by the time you get to the airline thing, it's like $140 for each flight because you need to pick a better time. It's just a fucking
bro. Our flight there, for example, was $32. Okay, each. Wow. 32 for me, 32 for Shanna. Wow. By the time we paid for our luggage and shortcut boarding and picked our seats and all that, it was like $600 for the both of us.
Yeah, it's a sham, man, to fly. It's so expensive now.
It is. Nico Cena, Canadian $10. Let's go, Jimmy. Let's go, Jimmy. Let's go, Jimmy. This is Jimmy's night.
Where's the cash apps? Nico, send some cash apps in here.
Yeah, Nico is definitely a fan of Jimmy. That's cool. Most of us here are. Say what you will, but FBS is as loyal as they come. I am, guys. I am. That's what I've always been telling you, and it's the truth. You know what I mean? Like I said, the first time he said something, it's like, all right, I'll let it go, whatever. And then he started yelling at Jimmy again. Fuck that. Nico Cena said, my son is your number one fan. Jimmy loves you. That's awesome. Jimmy has a good message for the kids.
Shout out to Frank Fiorellino. Common Sense has no idea what's going on in this.
The poor guy. He texted me before the show that he's not going to be available right away to watch. You know what I mean? So
just figure in the first 10 minutes it went nutty. About 10 minutes in.
Bro, listen, like all the time, like I'll have Common Sense, Gunsmoke, and Mustache Pete, like in a group chat, a text, you know what I mean? And I'll fucking text them shit, let them know what's going on in the show, whatever. And I texted them 10 minutes before the show started and said, there's going to be fireworks tonight. Sure enough.
Didn't take long.
Nah, bro, it did not. It did not.
He really didn't even say much about me either. It was like about 3 or 4 different people.
Yeah, he was going off on everyone. I know he watched Lee's show earlier, so he was pissed off about that. Look at this, another 100 from Dwayne. He said, I will be out of pocket for a bit and will miss some shows, but here's a little cash for a little while. Appreciate the entertainment, bro. We'll be watching soon. Thank you, Dwayne. I'll certainly miss you, but hopefully you'll be back soon. And thank you for the extra money. I appreciate it very much. Let me just say to GWUN. I'm not sure who that is, but
That was me.
yeah, $25. Thank you very much for the Cash App. Thank you. If I fucked the name up, I'm sorry, but
That was me, actually.
Was it really? No,
No.
it wasn't. Stop fucking with me. Dino, Mike is not going on Convict. Convict is trolling. Let him back on. This will be resolved easily. Listen, you know what? I can't. I can't, honestly, bro. He's you know what I mean? After that, I'll tell you what, if Jimmy comes on here right now and says, let him back on, I'll let him back on. But that's about it. DiBella is getting shit said to him from a lot of people. He's fired up. Cooler heads prevail, hopefully. Now, listen, I don't even, I'm not surprised that he's angry. I'm not bothered by his anger. But you just go too far. You know what I mean? I've always told Mike one thing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to have anybody talking shit about Jimmy. You know what I mean? And he knew that. He always said that shit. Now I know Jimmy's your boy. I'd never say anything bad about him. Well, then this shit happened. So fuck it. Fuck it. It is what it is. And then you're like, testing me. Like, go ahead, kick me off. You want to kick me off? All right, fuck it then. I'll kick you off. It is what it is. Ain't that right, Jeff Nadeau?
Yeah, I think you test people and if they they do what you don't want them to do, you get annoyed. I hear you.
Yeah.
I had a guy do that the other day on my channel. He came on and was, just saying a bunch of shit about Frank Fiordolino when I had him on, and I just got tired of him, just kicked him off,
Yeah.
Don't be a dickhead,
Yeah, people get disrespectful. You know what I mean? You get out of pocket. Jason Mikesell, $5. Mad respect, bro, for how you just handled that. Got to defend JC. I think Mike is a genuine guy, but maybe the scrutiny around his background offended. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the story is there. I will tell you this shit. Very, very soon as this show is over, most likely, I will have a lot of the answers to some of these questions. That's all I'll say. And I will follow up with you guys, without a doubt.
And if you do, I hope you share it with us. That said, it still doesn't defeat the fact that he said things that I looked into, and if they were wrong, they're wrong. It's still something that I was going to do. That's all. And if he has some proof, he should show it. That's all. Yeah. And I'm sure you'll help him. You know what to do.
Of course. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, listen, whatever I find out, you know what I mean, I'll let everybody know. And if it turns out, Jeff, that your suspicions were correct, of course I'll concede, you know what I mean, without a doubt.
No, listen, man, it wasn't about you.
No, I know, but I defended the dude today. I defended the dude because I honestly, bro, from the stuff that I know, you think I would never risk my credibility by defending a dude who I didn't have good reason to believe was telling the truth, but I have good reason to believe he is, you know what I mean? So, I mean, let's just say this, Jeff, what do you think as far as, Jimmy's coming on. All right.
Again, like I said to you, like the only reason I brought it up is because there was some basis to questioning it. And that was through some of the things that I generally try to look for with some of these folks. And I don't think I was that high. And that's why with Mike, like, I don't know why he was talking about how big of a, this I am. Like, why not just answer the questions instead? But
yeah, no, I feel you. Hold on. Jimmy will be on, so let's see what he says. I don't know, bro. Crazy night. It's been a crazy night. The whole fucking day has been crazy. I could have done a recap show of this day, and it would have been wildly entertaining, just talking about all the shit that went on.
Well, the Dew wins again. What do you say? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You ain't shit, bro.
I'm kidding. No.
If this was 6 months ago, me and Nadu would not be getting along right now. But I've calmed down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's all fun. Steve Ruba's right though. You should do a show with Frank. He's a good man.
I've had him on, and I would gladly have Frank on anytime he wants. I love Frank. I think he's a fucking trip, bro. And he's a trip, and he was a serious dude. There's no doubt in that. Oh, send it to your email. All right, Jimmy, I got you, bro. Jimmy has the same problem on my show that I do on his. We can never find the fucking link.
Well, I'll let you talk to him. I don't want to impose.
It's up to you, bro. You can hang out.
Okay.
Yeah, hang out. Fuck it. You've spoken to Jimmy, haven't you?
I have personally, yeah. I'm trying to speak to him on some things. Yeah, I've never talked to him on YouTube or anything, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Fuck it. I'm just a little distracted because I'm trying to figure out 90 things at once. But yeah, bro, listen, it'll still wind up being a good show. You know what I mean? Like I said, it would have been entertaining to have him going off. People were enjoying the shit out of that. But listen, sometimes you just can't keep it, you can't keep going. And now the show will be something totally different. That's all.
I had flashbacks to the well, then you can get the fuck out of here then. Cocksucker.
Oh, yeah. Lee.
Yeah.
Johnny Mack.
It's one of those memories of Mob Tube,
Yeah, bro. That was where does Gunsmoke always play that? He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I always have that ringing in my head. When Johnny Mack said, "You gonna apologize?" I ain't apologizing for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, you can get the fuck out of here.
You ever think in like 10, 20 years when you're doing something different, you ever think back like to this kind of shit, like the laughs you'll have, like just the different. I know some of it's been kind of rough for you for sure, but there's been some funny moments that I always remember for sure.
Classics, bro, without a doubt. What's up, Jimmy?
How are you? How's everything?
Hey,
bro. Up? Crazy night, man.
It's all right. Night. Look, I don't know Mike. I never met him before. We had maybe a conversation through a Facebook conversation, and he might have said something about going to Vegas or something, but I never had a problem with him or anything. And as far as the discussion with Lee Cole and Danny with this guy chasing me and look, it never happened. All these things, look, a lot of things on YouTube are a bunch of lies. These people create lies. I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe they just like to lie about a lot of things, So, I have no beef with this guy. Look, my thing in my life is my children and taking care of myself and the people around me, okay? Anyone who seriously knows me and knew me for a long time, they know, look, I'm a very loyal friend, okay? And anyone who has access to me, I would do anything for my friends, okay? And, this guy, a lot of people want to, Jimmy Calandra this, Jimmy Calandra that. Look, these people think that it will go down the way that they think it's going to go down, okay? There's a beginning and an end, like I say. Any of these motherfuckers ever mess with me, there'll be a serious fucking problem. It will be a mess for them, okay? Because, these threats and all this bullshit, people take threats seriously, okay? So, I'll leave it at that. But I don't care about none of these fucking people. They mention my name. Look, they're all fucking clowns. They really are. And it's ridiculous because when you talk back and you bite back, they get upset.
I know.
They want to talk about you. They want to knock you. But when you talk about them, they don't like it. And, this is a serious problem because, these people with this rah, 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 all this talking shit, like back in the day, you had to put up your hands. You took a whipping, you took a beating, and you walked away. Or you grabbed the gun and you killed somebody. And these people think you just sit behind a computer and just eventually, look, shit catches up to you. 100%. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
But look, I have no beef with this guy. I don't know this guy. I was never in this guy's company. Never. You know, I know he knew Gerard Bellafiore at one time, you know, but I never knew him. I never met him. And I know nothing about him. So, you know, but that's it. You know, that's all I wanted to say. You know,
No.
and, you know, I also wanted to say hello to Jeff. You know,
How are you, Jimmy?
good. Me and Jeff been going back and forth with some text messages. Eventually, me and Jeff are going to get together. He's going to do an interview with me. I promised him that interview, so we will get together. Just give me a little time. Right now, I'm working. I'm a little busy. But, you know, the holidays ahead, but we will get together, Jeff, okay?
I gave you some winners too, Jimmy.
Yeah, you did. You did give me a couple winners. Yes, you did. I think you're
You didn't pass that along?
I think Jeff is 3-1.
I don't know.
Oh,
I guess
really?
I just didn't know if you bet or not. I guess I should have, but I can.
Listen, if it's a sure thing, if there is such a thing as a sure thing.
Well, never a
text me
sure
and hit me
thing,
up.
but I felt like I had some good ones with him for sure.
I got the fucking sports book 10 minutes away, bro.
You do.
Hell yeah. No, Jimmy, I'm glad you came on, bro. You know I got your back, man. Listen, anytime I talk to this dude, he never said anything bad. I asked you about him. You said you don't really know him. So I thought, okay, it's all good. You know what I mean? But this was crazy tonight.
Yeah. Look, I have no beef with him. I don't know him. And look, you know what? If you really wanted to knock my teeth down my throat, I mean, you should have never said nothing. Eventually, I would have met you, and I still meet you. Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't fear nobody. I mean, there's no fear in my blood, none. Okay, I've been through everything, the ringer and back, and I'm here with my kids that I love, and I would do anything in this world to survive. So if you think you could beat me, come try. Okay.
Well said. Yep.
And listen, everyone out there, all the people who support me, talk kind words about me. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I'm here for you. Thank you for the good messages in my emails. And listen, you know, I know how to be a friend. And anyone who really knows me, they know who I am.
Yep. No, absolutely. I always said that about you, bro. You've been nothing but a friend to me. So.
And I'm always here for you. You know that, FBS.
I need 10 grand.
10 grand?
At 2 points, right?
You
Jimmy?
got it.
All right, Jimmy. Thanks for coming on, bro. I appreciate it, man.
And I'll do it. I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Appreciate
Everyone in the chat, have a good night.
All right. Have a good night, Jimmy.
Bye, guys.
See you, bro.
Shit. Yeah, Jimmy's a good dude, man. You know what I mean? Even that, he could have came on acting all tough, and what'd he say? I don't have a problem with the guy. You know what I mean? It's like, I think Jimmy's to the point with his, the way he carries himself and stuff. There's no need to be threatening Jimmy and tossing all these things out like you're gonna knock his teeth out. Jimmy isn't bothering any fucking buddy, bro. He just isn't. You know what I mean? He's just doing his fucking thing. But
Neither am I, Mike. I don't bother anybody either.
yeah, ball breaker.
I don't bother nobody. I just do my videos.
You bothered the shit out of me today.
I talked
Jeff.
about the father Louis Gigante and how he was a bad man.
Yeah, he just passed, right?
Yeah, he was a bad man. Embarrassment. He was a mob guy. Nobody knows that. And he was a pedophile too.
Well, that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a mob guy. He was a stone cold mob guy.
Yeah. Listen, it ran in the family.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. I don't know what to do now, Jeff. What do I do?
I don't know, man. I mean, listen, the guy that was just on definitely behaved. He was very nice. So, you seem like friends. Look, again, I have no issue with Mike, even though he said some mean things about me. All I asked to do was talk to him, really. But let's play Jeopardy. How about that?
Oh God, please! The day you catch me on this show playing Jeopardy is the day I cancel myself. Oh, speaking of that, let's just real quick. We got 343 people, and I'm sure they don't want to talk about this. But I've been meaning to talk to somebody about it. What do you think about this Kanye shit?
Wow. Where do you begin with this? Okay. Let me say it smartly here. Kanye's a lunatic, right? We all know that.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody will disagree. I missed the Through the Wire Kanye. I missed Late Registration Kanye. I missed College Dropout Kanye. That being said, he's a great musician. He's a terrific rapper, and he's probably one of the greatest ever. That being said, in this climate, the way we are with what you can and cannot say, Kanye is saying way too much. He's taunting big companies that he doesn't think that he can be bothered by, and they're basically just telling him to fuck off, really. That said, I have to look. I wish we had his quotes on the screen because I didn't see all of his quotes, but
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I heard the DEFCON 3 one.
He basically said, I think in a way, with like when it comes to certain people, that basically he's being censored because Jewish people that own TV networks, that's the reason, because I guess something to do with them being Jewish. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's weird, man. The Kardashians really fucked him up, it seems like.
Well, they fuck everybody up. Look what they did to Bruce. You know what I mean? For Christ's sake, the guy.
Good point.
Let's not even get into it. We're on YouTube. But
not to say though.
Do you think that MRE has been sitting at home for the last few days cheering Kanye on, saying, "Good job, Kanye.
Well,
I'm rooting for you, bro"?
Well, listen. Obviously, I don't think we can look past tattoos, and we all know that what we've seen.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's probably not against it. Probably.
No. He loves it. He agrees with everything Kanye said.
When it comes to the Kardashians, if I can just be honest, I will go fucking nuts for them. Most of them. Just saying. Even Chris, the mother, who he also has made comments about. Did you hear about that?
Nah.
He's made some comments that like Chris was fucking like all these different people. He doesn't leave anybody out, man. That guy. He goes,
bro. I pay as little attention to that fucking lunatic as possible. I don't think he's a genius. I don't think he's a great musician. I don't think, nah, bro. I can't stand him. I think he's fucking nuts. That's it.
There's been two Kanyes to me though, because back in the day, like he wasn't like this, man. I like when he was like acting and like in state property and shit. Like he didn't act like this. Like he was just
no, he was a different guy, bro. Like you said, "Through the Wire," I think is one of the best hip hop songs of all time, bro.
Yeah, he was like hungry and he was building something, and now he has fuck you money and he just says what he wants, and I don't think he thinks he can be canceled. And I'll tell you what, the side that he agrees with, they love what he's saying. They're eating it up. So in essence, he is impressing 50% of the people that follow him, but you always kind of look at it like Michael Jordan, right? Where is he? Right here. Republicans buy shoes too. Democrats buy shoes. You gotta be cool with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Who is the head pig, Joe Root? You talking about Chris?
I'm telling you, you ain't gonna have no Kardashian get slander with me. I think they're brilliant women, and I mean it.
Shut up.
No, I've talked about this before. I'm serious. You're a smart guy, Chris. You understand this shit. They are, and I mean this. Look at Kim and how she's built a $1 billion empire. You are not a stupid person doing what she's been able to do. I'm just being real.
Business-wise, no, she's not.
Like she's incredible.
None of them are. Chris is smart too because she pimps out her fucking kids for $1 billion.
Like I'm not saying how they did it is I wouldn't tell my kids about it, but she is smart. You can't say she's not. Like look what she's built. She's the most recognizable person on the planet.
She's a genius business-wise, but I still hate the bitch. I can't stand her or anybody in that family. And if I had to pick one, it would be Courtney. It wouldn't be.
Yeah. Well, Courtney's like kind of the most normal, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
They have bad men picking. They don't pick good men, it seems like.
You think?
Not really at all. Yeah.
They're coming around.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they're not. Wait a minute.
I don't think they are.
No, Pete Davidson. Yeah. Well, no, I think I don't know. I think he was.
The girl Courtney's with that guy from Blink 182. He's not bad. That guy, drummer
Travis
guy,
Barker.
Travis Barker. Yeah. He's all right.
Yeah.
I was like him.
Yeah. Mike, don't say that shit in here, bro. Take that shit to MRE's fucking channel.
Tommy, I didn't say he should be canceled. I said they will try to cancel him. I agree with you 100%. We should not be censoring anybody. I agree with you. You got me. I said he will be canceled. People will cancel.
It's not censoring him though. He could say whatever he wants. Yeah. He just can't listen. He can't listen. The same guys. I'm not going to get into a political discussion, but the same guys, and I'm quite sure Tommy's one of them, who says, "No, you can't cancel Kanye for his opinion. You wanted to cancel a lot of football players, didn't you? For their right to protest. You wanted to cancel them." What's dude's name? I can't fucking remember now.
Kaepernick.
Oh, they loved canceling him. You know what I mean? But anybody who agrees with them, no, you can't cancel them. It's
Yeah,
not
and that's
right.
kind
It's
of the
their
thing
freedom
about
of speech.
politics.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with it, you want to cancel everything until it
Yeah.
affects you, and then no, we didn't mean it like that.
Yeah. No, all he said was a little comment about Jews. I mean, that's fine because we agree with it. You know what I mean? That's the way they see it.
You know what I think I think I'm noticing about Kanye? I think what he's trying to do is, Louis Farrakhan, right? I think he's trying to almost be Farrakhan. Farrakhan's this, says some really crazy shit, and he's been look into him. I think that's what he's trying to do.
I'm fully aware. Trust me, I know some things about him.
Yeah.
Listen, there's nuts everywhere, but the bottom line is this, okay? Kanye West, this wasn't even about his freedom of speech. This was about him spitting in the faces of the companies he works with because he feels like he can. Because he is a spoiled fucking brat and always was. That temper tantrum he threw with the Taylor Swift thing, because he wanted Beyonce to win Best Video of the Year. He fucking ruined that for Taylor Swift, who I also can't stand.
He's pretty much been a prick forever.
Yeah, he's a spoiled brat. Okay, he's got a rich kid complex because he honestly always was. This is not a kid who ever had to want for anything. Okay, and when he doesn't get his way, he throws a fucking fit. So anything goes wrong, and he starts throwing out anti-Semitic shit and all kinds of other stuff, and he thinks he can get away with it because he's Kanye. So I'm just glad to see them doing what they're doing to him, just to teach him a fucking lesson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Listen, nobody else can get away with those comments. Why should Kanye be able to?
Right.
That's it.
And the thing, like I said, is 50% of people will agree with him. Like, to be honest, like he'll never be fully like thrown out. Like, people will still follow him and listen to him.
Of course. Yep. Let me see something. By law, you have a First Amendment right. There may be policies, however, when it comes to the law, you're lawfully allowed to say whatever you want, except for inciting violence.
But again,
no.
Make it okay, though. You can't just say shit because it's your right to say it. Like, there's shit you just shouldn't say, dude. Like,
yeah, I'm legally allowed to go take a shit on my lawn right now. It doesn't mean I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? The bottom line is freedom of speech. People misunderstand that. They say, oh, that means I could say whatever the fuck I want, wherever I want, for any reason. No, freedom of speech only protects you from the government punishing you for your speech. Only the government. Private companies can do whatever the fuck they want. Trust me, I got to walk on eggshells every day on YouTube here because I know goddamn well when YouTube decides I'm done, I'm done. So Kanye, I don't give a fuck how much money he has or how much of a genius he thinks he is. He's not exempt from the same type of horse shit and political correctness the rest of us are subject to every fucking day.
Chris, let me ask you. Think about it like this. And I'm fascinated by this thing. So we had a president.
Tommy, I'm glad you agree. He absolutely did. Go ahead.
We had a president who they censored. If they could censor him, they'd censor anybody. And that's what's concerning to me nowadays about just taking shit away. But if you're not, like you said, if you're not breaking a law in any way, like, you should be able to say it. It doesn't make it right, though. You shouldn't be able to you shouldn't just say shit to say it. But
we are in, like you said, the climate is out of fucking control, bro.
Yeah.
You could say one little thing and you don't even mean anything by it. And if a certain group or individual decides that you were saying something offensive, your life is fucking ruined. That's why I always say when people call me a liberal, no fucking way am I a liberal. No way. No fucking way. I can't stand the fact that any little thing can be taken as racist or homophobic. And next thing you know, you lose your fucking job and you're smeared in the media and everything else. It's crazy. My point is that Kanye West is not better than any of us. And he can't have special fucking privileges just because he feels he deserves them. He can't. You know what I mean? So listen, if any comedian or musician or public figure can have their lives ruined by making so many or certain types of comments, then so can Kanye. And he needs to learn that. He needs to learn that he can't just throw a temper tantrum every time he doesn't get his way and say fuck you to everybody he works with, and then they just have to eat shit. No, they'll do what Adidas did and say, you know what? I don't care if this costs us billions. Bye.
Yeah, we're not dealing with you.
Yep.
Did you hear about Troy Aikman, the quarterback that does like games now?
No, oh, I know who he is, but
Yeah,
I
did you
what
hear what
about him?
happened with him? So there was a game. It was the Bucks were playing. Tom Brady got hit, and they called an awful penalty. It was like real bad. And he said on the air, he was like, "What are we? A bunch of dressmakers here now, like or something along those lines?" And all these feminists were like trying to cancel him. I can't believe you would say that. Have you ever thought about maybe women watch football too? And he's just like, "Yeah, I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying that it's what is the sport we're watching here? Is it, it's crazy."
Yeah, bro, it is, man. You got to walk on fucking eggshells. And even listen, that's another thing about being a liberal. I can't stand. Like, I don't pay attention when people call me that. They can, but how wrong they are is unbelievable. Because I'm always bitching about, especially the movies. I can't even watch a new movie anymore. Every new movie is the fucking same.
Yeah, you
It's
have to
ridiculous, bro.
adhere to certain things and you can't say certain things. And you look at most movies, like they could never play the great films we've seen now. Like it could never do any of this shit. Most of these movies would they'd be taken off the air.
Bro, they got to check a bunch of boxes.
Yeah.
Like I saw a movie once. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just gonna say it the way it is. Okay.
Sopranos movie.
No, that was bad too. But I saw a movie. I don't remember what it was called. I saw it maybe 5-6 months ago. It was a brand new movie. I saw it on Prime. It was starring the ugliest Chinese bitch I ever saw in my life. Okay, she was like the leading lady. Now this is what I call Hollywood affirmative action. It is. You know what I'm saying? I said this fucking movie would have starred a badass white girl 10 years ago. You know what I mean? But it's like
Yeah, I
they
think they're
have to
just
do certain things now, bro.
I think you
They
just have to be like authentic with like what the film's about, right? Like, some movies are just meant to tell a certain story. Like you don't need to force certain things. No one really cares that much, do they? I mean, but I guess nowadays everyone's going to say something on everything. But you're right. You have to check every box. It's crazy.
You do, bro. You do, man. There's got to be every movie has to have a Latino chick, a black girl, a gay couple. You know what I mean? It's got to. There's all these things they have to do now. It's like, and they're shoving shit down people's throats. Did you see this Blues Clues thing? Did you fucking see this, bro?
That's still in the air. Wow.
Oh my god!
I thought that guy was like, wow, really? Blues Clues? No,
I didn't know it was on the air either until somebody led me in the direction of this video. As a matter of fact, Jeff, I would love for you to look this up right now and mute yourself while you watch this. Look up, it's something like Blues Clues.
I don't want to be put on like any list by doing this.
No. It's on YouTube. Look up Blues Clues Family Parade.
Okay.
Matter of fact, everybody, guys, if you can, real quick, go check out Blues Clues Family Parade and come back and tell me.
Family Parade?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Oh, is it? Oh, no. Wait a second. Hold on a second here.
Yeah, listen to the song.
Wait, so I just searched this, but I'm also seeing like Nickelodeon, The Meeting of Pride featuring drag queen Nina.
That would be it. I'm pretty sure. That's what it is. Family Pride.
Hold on, let me
Parade,
mute this.
Go ahead. This is fucking nuts. This is nuts. I can't wait to see Jeff's reaction. I told Gunsmoke to watch this the other day while I was on the phone with him. I'm like, check this out. Tell me what you think. Guys, check it out. It's Blues Clues. Let me see.
Okay, first of all, this is how you know this is wild. The comments are turned off. That's how you know it's not good. Second of all, let me finish.
Go ahead. It's the Blues Clues Pride Parade sing along featuring Nina West. Yeah, check this out, guys. Let's see. I understand the climate we're in. However, it's wrong, and I think you would agree with me. Twitter got so big, they're going to treat it as a carrier like your phone. It will become a publisher platform. Listen, I think I agree with you, Tommy, for the most part. I'm just saying that Kanye fucking West should not have special privileges and be able to just piss all over any fucking group or individual he wants to just because he's Kanye West. Me or you can't do it, Tommy. I don't know where you work, Tommy, but I can guarantee that if you got caught saying what he said, you'd no longer have a job. So why should he be different?
I'm just gonna say, my kid ain't ever watching that show. Trust me,
Bro.
What a
It's
joke!
nuts, right?
Holy shit, man.
Do you fucking believe that?
I still don't understand half that shit. Just saying, but I don't know how a kid would either. But
yeah.
that's
Well,
a
that's the
shame.
sad part is that it's being forced down their throats.
Like, why can't kids just be kids? You know, like that's what I don't get. Because like I know for me, and I don't know about you, but like when I was a kid, I learned all that stuff on my own. Like my parents never sat me down and said, "Hey, this is this, this is that." Like I learned naturally, and I turned out okay, I guess. Like you don't need to
You're
teach.
all right.
Yeah,
You
maybe
could
a
be
little.
better.
Yeah, but it's like I didn't learn about 3x3, you know, that kind of shit. I didn't learn about that.
That's fucking weird, right? I'm telling you, man, it's crazy what's going on. It really is.
You know,
I
FPS,
don't even. Go ahead.
do you watch a lot of TV or movies and stuff?
Yeah, well, not TV, no, but I watch movies pretty.
I feel like I've said this to you before, but I want to give you a breath of fresh air that I love the show, and I think people will tell you, you gotta watch it, bro. Gomorrah, you gotta watch it. Please. You'll love it. It's such a breath of fresh air, bro. There's no forced sexuality, there's no forced nonsense. It's just straight television, man. Like it used to be.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Definitely, I will. Tommy, yes, I agree, bro. It's ridiculously woke. And yeah, the feminist lead. Oh yeah, every movie, like when we were going to see movies every week just a while back, every fucking movie, there is a black female lead. It's a total feminist thing. The woman is the powerful one. She's protecting the men. She's fucking, you know what I'm saying? She's the strong one, and the man is the wimpy little pussy bitch who has to be taken care of by the woman. Everything is upside down and inside out and backwards, Jeff. It's all fucked up.
Yeah,
it's all fucked up.
Someone said to me the other day, like, will they ever make movies like we used to see? Like, particularly like in the mob space, even. And it's like, I don't think, because like they can't make the shit the way it should be. You know, it's
look how they made Many Saints of Newark, bro. That was it. I mean, that was like, wow, this is
fun. And it just really screwed. Like there was no need for it. Just keep the story. And you know, the movie ended up not being good because they wasted so many storylines. Where you know how the movie ended, where like Tony like realized this is what he was going to do, right?
Yeah,
that's where it should have started. And we see his like rise as
a
like,
absolutely.
And we see him meet we see him rob Veach on his card game. We see all that shit.
Bro, that movie had nothing to do with the rise of Tony Soprano. That movie was basically about a bunch of black guys who beat the mafia, you know, took their women, whatever else, and that's it. And they were the heroes. That's
we didn't need to like the Dickie Moltisanti character was not important to the Soprano show at all. Like he didn't, he had no basis in the show, just like through stories and stuff. And we knew enough about him. We didn't need a whole film about him.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, bro. Let me just say, Joe Batters, $4.99 said, wow. Oh, so apparently you watched the video. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, ain't it? It really is. Thank you for the $4.99. Let me just shout out. Beck sent $15 from me and Blair for being loyal to Jimmy. Thank you, Beck Brooklyn. I appreciate you very much. And shout out to Blair. I'll always be loyal to my friends. That's who I am. How the fuck are you going to lecture the Hulk about toxic masculinity? That's part of the point of the character. It's weird. It's weird. And Jesse Roth said, this sounds like slob tube. I guess she's not happy with what we're saying. But
wait, wow. We're just talking about like current issues and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I just, you know, this is the way I feel about things. You know what I mean? And it's, people think because I'm not a fan of Trump, I'm a fucking liberal. No, that's, you know, that's why I do all my thumbnails in black and white now. because that's how the people on the other side see everything, black and white. You know,
Well, let
oh,
me
you don't
ask
like
you
Trump,
something.
liberal. You know
Well,
what I mean?
Chris,
You don't like Biden, conservative, Republican. You know, it's fucking bullshit. Go ahead.
Well, let me ask you something though. Like for anyone that like, I don't have children, but like if I would, I don't really think that they need to learn about that kind of stuff. That's just my
No,
opinion. Like it's not.
no, bro.
I don't need my kids seeing like women and men kissing or anyone like it. If they see me and their mom kissing, it's like fine, but it's like I don't need them to see that sort of stuff until they're older. Like I
Bro,
just
when we
don't.
were kids, we weren't taught about sexuality through cartoons and shit.
Yes,
But now they're being taught that because there's an agenda, and I don't like
yeah.
that shit. You know
Whatever
what I mean?
happened to just like you know what show I used to love when I was younger? I don't know if you know that. Some of the chat might like Hey Arnold, like a show like that. You had like life lessons in it. It taught you to be nice to people, and it was like just little stories. Like now it's just all about this stupid shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, bro. It's all weird, man. All the movies are being remade a certain way. You know what I mean? Oh, no. When you said upside down, downside up sounds like slob too. Well, that's, yeah, everything over there is.
I'll tell you what, you know what a fucking hilarious movie is? I watched it the other night. It's very funny. That Meet the Parents movie.
Meet
With
the Parent.
Yeah, Ben Stiller's in it.
Oh,
Robert
yeah,
De
yeah.
Niro.
Robert De Niro. Yeah. What,
That
you just
fucking
saw
movie.
that for the first time?
No, I've seen it before. I hadn't seen it in years. And dude, De Niro is very funny in that movie. Very funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt, bro. Yeah. Yeah. And then what was after that? Meet the Fockers, I think.
I don't think I watched that. I only watched the original.
That one was all right. It wasn't as good as Meet the Parents. Meet the Parents was
That's
a
another
funny
problem
fucking
they
movie.
do. They make too many movies like
Sequels and shit.
sequels
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you should just leave good enough alone.
Yeah, it's like we don't need another Goodfellas. It was fine. That was perfect. We also don't need another Gotti film. We've had about 17 of them.
Listen, they got it right the first time. Gotti 96 is probably the best fucking mob movie ever made.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Period. This one Kane Shades likes to fucking rave about this 2018 one. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's the
Guys,
worst fucking
again,
movie
we've
in the
got
history of movies.
We've got to stop this. Everyone has an opinion. It's okay. Guys, listen, no one liked that movie. It's okay to say it wasn't good. I've talked to the director of the film and he said he knows it wasn't good. I know. We know. You don't have to lie and say it was good. It wasn't good.
No, it was terrible. It was fucking horrible. From the acting to the story, everything was stupid. Everything. It was obviously there was a narrative that was being followed there. You know what I mean? And it was just that fucking Quack guy, that actor who played Quack.
Yeah, it was bad.
Shit. Lee Cole could act better than that dude, bro.
Yeah, it was rough. It reminded me a lot of I think I've talked to you about this movie before, that Witness to the Mob movie, that goofy Nicky Tortoro movie. So bad.
Fucking I heard you talking about that today. Terrible.
It's really horrific.
Movie.
I hate that movie.
Fucking, you know who loves that movie?
RJ, I believe. I think
Gunsmoke.
Yeah, RJ likes it as well. Him and I
Does he?
He mentioned he liked it. I said, interesting. I didn't think you wouldn't strike me as someone that would like that, but Gunsmoke likes it really.
Yeah, he thinks that Tom, what's his name? Tom, the one that played John Gotti.
Oh, Sizemore.
He thinks he played the best Gotti ever.
I didn't hate him. I don't think he was the worst character. No, listen, I'm not saying he was good either. He was better than Travolta, I feel like, but he wasn't Armando Sante either. The other characters in the film were bad, though. Like, they had, talk about wigs. Did you see Emilio Della Croce's character? It looked like he had a little rat in his head.
We talking about Gotti 2018?
No, the Witness to the Mob. Sorry.
I don't remember. I just remember certain things about it. It was terrible. It was one of those movies I watched once. And Gotti 2018, I gotta. If there was only one time in history, I'm glad I was under the influence. It was the time that I watched that fucking movie. I was literally alone in my bedroom, coked up and drunk as a motherfucker, watching this just horrific fucking cast and everything in this terrible movie. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't ever want to see this sober. Never.
How about the one part where I think Stacy Keach played the Neil Della Croce character, possibly.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. He's like, you got Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. Just like, so bad. It's like
It's
Christ.
fucking terrible, bro. Terrible. Look, Gunsmoke the Don said Tony Duck's Tom Sizemore as Gotti is hilarious hood TV. Bro, he didn't even have an accent. He didn't even try to put one on. It was fucking terrible. Like, my only complaint about Armando Santi in a 96 was that he talked so fast. I never heard John Gotti in any of his prison tapes or anything where he talks like that. Armando
He
Santi
did have like
was
a very
there'll be no fucking deals. No fucking deals.
fucking deals. No fucking deals.
Yeah, you talk like a mile a fucking minute.
He actually did that in if you ever seen him in American Gangster, when he's talking to Frank Lewis, he's like, "What do you make? I'm unsuccessful." Like he does talk very fast. I've noticed. That's one thing. That's a good point by him.
Yeah, that was the only thing about him that I was like, that's the only thing that doesn't fit Gotti. But he looked like him. He dressed like him. Like even John Travolta. Like John Travolta's like 6'4" or some shit. You know what I mean? When he's standing outside in those suits, and it doesn't even. He's not built like John Gotti.
But remember, he wore his actual suits in the movie.
Yeah, after he added about 6 fucking inches to them, bro. Absolutely. They were he just didn't fit in any way, shape, or form. This is a guy who was from Brooklyn and had no New York accent. I couldn't even fake one. Unbelievable. It was a terrible movie. And I don't want to say anything about his wife. She's deceased, but she did a terrible job too.
Wasn't your buddy in that movie?
Oh, William DeMeo?
Yeah. What's his real name?
Steinwells, William Steinwells.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If fucking Chunky was here right now, he'd go off on that motherfucker.
That's a funny channel, by the way. Very
Chunky
funny.
Chunko?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the
I've
fucking best. That dude is so talented, man. I talked to him when I was in Florida. You know what I mean? I talked to him on the phone. He's a good dude. What do you want me to say again, Otis Driftwood? No fucking deals?
No fucking deals. You know what movie we need? Someone mentioned this to me today. We need a Chin Gigante movie.
Yeah, I heard them say that on the show. I'm surprised they never had one, bro.
Yeah.
Wasn't
kind of with
fucking,
the whole Frank Costello stuff and all that stuff would be awesome.
Yeah, wasn't Stallone supposed to do a Greg Scarpa movie?
I think it's in the works.
Is it?
Yeah.
How long are they going to wait? Sylvester Stallone's about 137
He's actually not in it,
old.
though. He's part of the director crew.
Oh, okay.
You know who they were going to get to play him, I heard, and then it fell through? Luckily. Channing Tatum. They were going to get to play him.
Well, stop it.
But they picked someone else, from what I understand.
Probably gonna have
Who would play Greg Scarpa even? That's a
Greg Scarpa. Let me think. Greg Scarpa.
Like nowadays actors? Could they even do that with the climate nowadays? I mean,
yeah, no, I don't think they could. I don't know. I think that's why there's really no mob movies anymore, because what are you even allowed to do? What did you think of?
What did you think of? I was always want to ask you about this. What did you think of Sammy's character in the 96 Gotti? I thought he was really good, honestly. I liked Forsyth.
Forsyth. Yeah, he's amazing, bro. I think he was good too. I don't think he looked like Sammy. I'm not quite sure why they used him. But yeah, he was great. He was. I think the whole fucking cast was great.
Anthony Quinn as
Delacroix. Yeah, bro, definitely. The only thing is the Castellano character. That was ridiculous.
Oh, he was like fat.
Yeah, he was a fucking morbidly super obese, and he wasn't real tall like Castellano was.
Remember that one part in the movie where he goes, "How many times are we gonna listen to that fat fuck Angie?" And it's like, look at you, dude. As you get out of the pool, you look like Jabba the Hutt.
I know, bro. He's like, you need 6 towels to wrap around this fat ass, bro. He was huge.
I thought the Ruggiero character was really good. He played
Vincent Pastore.
Yeah, he was good. Well,
that's the thing, bro. Anytime you look, he fucking resembled him so much, bro, that after seeing him as Quack Quack, you couldn't really see him as anyone else. Like he played Pussy, but I mean, still, he fucking he looks so much like Quack Quack. He was perfect for that role. And you, bro, no lie when I tell you, if you ever saw my dad, I'll send you a picture sometime. He is so fucking. He looks so much like Vincent Pastore.
Really?
But that when I see, when I see him, that's what I think of. Bro, he looks.
I gotta wonder. I kind of wonder like what your dad would look like. Honestly, That's actually
Oh,
an
yeah.
interesting thought, really. Because
Oh, bro, my dad, he looks like you would think he's if you put it this way, when my father moved here, with his name being Nunzio and every fucking thing else, and you're some Pennsylvania country bumpkin, and you see my dad, the first thing you're gonna think is mafia.
Yeah.
Especially you hear his Brooklyn accent and all that. But no, my dad was like 5'10", jet black fucking hair, always combed back, dark, dark, dark. Like, I mean, bro, I'm the lightest of everyone. My brother's darker than me. My dad was darker than him.
very
You
olive.
know what I mean?
Probably,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, very, very olive complexion. Yeah, and
Whatever happened
nah,
to Nunzio, by the way?
my dad?
The other Nunzio.
Oh, that fucking clown?
Yeah, whatever
Oh,
happened to that guy? But dude, remember when he came on and like showed all those guns? That was a wild episode. That was a wild day that time. Remember that?
Say that again. I got distracted.
Remember when he came on and you and Coda? I think it was Coda the Streets.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's like, you want to fuck with me, dog? Want to fuck with me? Like, that was something. That was something.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see something here. Look at this shit. Chatting with Stacks. Now, I don't know if this is him. Can somebody confirm that that's him? Yeah, that Nunzio guy, dude, bro. That tells you something. Like, you're coming on here and showing off guns and shit. That guy's a fucking. He's another wannabe kid. He thinks he's a thug. Like, I saw pictures of him. He's fucking tiny, bro. He's like a little puny kid.
Yeah, I don't know why
what I
he
mean?
did that. That was really weird.
That's Stacks. That's him saying that there's a porno video of my wife. It's 100% real, but you will not see it from me. I feel bad for you. Don't feel bad for me, Stacks, because I'm me and you're you. So I feel bad for you, and you should feel bad for yourself.
All I gotta say
even
is
now,
mean,
you gotta be here watching my fucking show. I got 280 people. That's more people live than you'll get in views probably in November. You know what I mean, bro? And no, there's no video. There's no video. Listen, do what you want. If there's a video, drop it. And trust me, if there's a video, they found some blonde chick on a porn and said, "Oh, look, it's Shanna." Get the fuck out of here, bro. Listen, your mother might be in a porn stack because she was a crack whore. You know what I mean? Your daughter eventually will too. But my wife, nah, bro. You ain't gonna find her in nothing like that. So I feel bad for you, bro. I really do. Bye, Stacks. Have my fun.
back to movie talk.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, bro. I think what'd you think of The Irishman? Because that's another one that I
see. I love The Irishman. I do understand that there are parts of it that are very fake, but as I said today, the last half hour of it I think is incredible. I think it really just shows you what the mafia is today, and then in the end, all of these people just are bad dudes that ostracize their family and die alone, and the half closed door, I think is very symbolic with like just what happens with those people. They're scared in the end of who they are and who they face when they die. And I thought it was really well done at the end, really.
Yeah,
it does have some inaccuracies for sure.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. It was so fucking long, man. I mean, that was my only issue. And then
it was wasted on this generation, I think.
Yeah, trying to make 70-year-old men look like young men and shit was kind of silly. But
you have to admit, the De Niro part where he's like kicking that guy, that was kind of lame.
Yeah, yeah. There was a lot of lame shit in it, but it was an overall good movie. It's just it was so long, but at the same time, with all the different guys they introduced, they put up the little storyline about the person and shit. Yeah, they kind of had to make it that long, but it's tough, bro. It's tough for anybody to watch that type of fucking movie.
You know what's funny about movies though, like that, like. Let me ask you, like, you'd binge watch a show, right? You watch 3-4 episodes, it's 3 or 4 hours, but then you put a 3-hour movie and it's like, that's too long. And it's like, I guess it makes sense because it's a TV show, but it was long.
Yeah. It was, bro. Definitely. We actually split it in 2 parts. We watched half one night and the next night watched the other half. You know what I mean?
Did you catch what I said about Kuklinski?
Yes.
Do you agree with that? Like, he just was obsessed with fame? Like,
no, without a doubt, bro. And yeah, he tried to boost his profile or whatever.
Like, you see him walk in that show, he's like got the glasses on, it's like this.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Got the
it's like,
swagger. Yeah.
he's got
he
the
wanted-
guards behind him. It's like,
Yep, he wanted to be known as a fucking mafia hitman, and he was nothing more. I agree with you. He was nothing more than a serial killer.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, I even believe when he talked about in the book and shit, when he talked about how he would cross over from Hoboken to Manhattan and just kill homeless people. I believe that shit.
Oh yeah, I said that. I think like he told a story about like he was in Georgia one time and someone like cut him off and they like laughed about it and he goes, they weren't laughing in about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And he like gets out and he like shoots him with a rifle and it's like I feel like he definitely did that. Like he definitely strikes me as someone that would like stab someone with cyanide in like a little vial or something. But like, do I think he was killing people for like Roy DeMeo? No.
Yeah, no, hell no, bro. There's nothing even to back that up. You know what I'm saying? And then, he started taking credit for all types of major hits and shit. It's like,
It's very like Ramundi-esque. Like he just comes up these stories in his head and just like retells them as if it's him and his story, you know?
Well, I look at it like this, and you know me, I'm 100% against bullshitters. But okay, you killed some people, you're going to prison forever and ever, no matter what.
Yeah, who's
But
going to check it out?
There's gonna be some interest in your life story. Yeah, why wouldn't you? So fuck it. This is, bro, every serial killer does it. Like every serial killer that's ever been caught has said that he's killed way more people than they can ever prove.
Yeah, because you want to be the guy that has the most. Like you want to be the biggest, you know? Like I'm sure Jeffrey Dahmer's probably loving it and wherever he is in hell.
Oh, he's dead now. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's dead.
in hell.
Yeah. Did you see The Confession Killer on Netflix? I think it was was his name James Earl Ray or something? Hold on. Wait a minute.
James Earl Ray killed MLK, allegedly.
Oh, yeah, not James Earl Ray. What's his fucking
I don't think it's allegedly. He definitely did. I think he was told to do it, though. But yes, he definitely did.
What the fuck's his name? Henry Lee Lucas. Damn, I was way off. And they all got 3 names.
Well, 3 names, yeah.
Yeah, Henry Lee Lucas. This guy, I think he killed 1 or 2 people, something like that. He gets busted on some bullshit. He confesses to some murders. And then what happens is he starts to realize, bro, watch this on Netflix. It's awesome.
It's newer or?
It's fairly new. Yeah. But I mean, his story goes back to I think the 70s. He killed a couple of people, I believe. But what happened was he starts to notice that as he confesses to these murders, he's getting like star treatment.
Yeah.
The media's coming to talk to him. The fucking cops are giving him food and cigarettes and anything he fucking wants. And, he's getting catered to. So basically, this fucking sheriff that's all gung-ho and wants nationwide notoriety starts calling police departments all over the country and saying, we think we might have the guy that killed so-and-so. And now fucking cops and detectives are coming from all over the country to talk to Henry Lee Lucas about unsolved murders. And he just starts confessing to any murder they ask him about. He's like, yep, I did it. And basically the sheriff that wants to get famous off this guy will feed him the details of the murder.
And it's really kind of disturbing because now other people are getting off for stuff they did that they didn't or didn't do. I haven't seen that. I got to check that out.
Yeah, and he wound up getting the death penalty. And once he got the death penalty, he decided, okay, I fucked up. Like, I got to recant all these confessions. You know what I mean?
You know what I'd have said? Fuck you. It's too late, motherfucker. You're dying tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Bro, it was something like 200 or 300 murders he confessed to.
Wow.
They found out as time went on that he was confessing to murders in Texas when he was in, like, Maryland. You know what I mean? Like, shit that couldn't have possibly taken place. Bro, it's a good one, man. I just watched it for the second time.
I gotta watch that. That seems super. I don't know if I must have missed it, but you ever see Don't Fuck with Cats?
I watched a little bit of it, but I just
that's a wild documentary to me as well.
Yeah, I maybe I'll finish that someday. But The Confession Killer is a good one, bro. Let me see something.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, definitely. Jason Mikesell, $5. Just out of curiosity, what is your opinion of Larry Mazza? He gives a lot of interviews on other shows talking about the Colombo Wars in the 90s. Well, I kind of agree with Jeff on what he said earlier. He's definitely one of the more interesting characters to come out and tell his story and shit. As far as these cooperators and stuff, he had a very fucking interesting life.
I think he's the most lethal out of all of them. Like, who did more dirty work than him?
Well, John A. Light, of course. No, I'm just fucking around.
True. Good for you.
He did
Bobby
shoot Nikki
Flynn.
Black in the fucking face.
Bobby Flynn, don't watch that. Don't anyone watch that. There's no reason to. It's bad.
What's he talking about?
He's talking about this video that do not watch it. It's very disturbing. It was a viral video, like probably 15 years ago, maybe.
And what's it about?
So it has to do with that documentary, Don't Fuck with Cats. This guy, he's obsessed with fame, and he starts by killing little kittens on camera.
Oh yeah, I don't even want to. Yeah.
No, but eventually he, instead of killing animals, he takes a video of killing a human being.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I do know about that. Yeah, that was the Don't Fuck with Cats thing, right?
Yeah, and Bobby's talking about the video was, you could watch it you could actually still watch it. It's
Well, what viral video are you talking about?
Well, this guy eventually, when he did the killing, he filmed it.
So that video was actually really out there?
Oh yeah, it's still out there.
Oh shit.
It's called One Lunatic, One Ice Pick, and you watch him and you hear
like
the
Two
music.
Girls, One Cup.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's fucking really disturbing. I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah, fuck that. Michael McDonald, FBS. You see my comment earlier that my homeboy killed some meth head in self-defense this morning. She is nuts. Or I'm sorry, shit is nuts. He shot dude in the chat. Wow, Michael McDonald. Well, that's Baltimore for you, bro.
Christ.
That's where Michael's at, I believe.
Meth heads are nuts, dude.
Yeah. That cop who was interviewing him fed him details, LMAO. He did, bro. He was telling him. I think the cop wound up dying. But he made himself famous as a motherfucker, bro. It's a crazy story. You really got to see it. And then
never see that.
They bring Henry Lee Lucas's partner in, who wanted to get in on the fame, and they're obviously got some sort of sexual relationship, because while he's sitting there in the press conference, he's like rubbing the back of Henry Lee Lucas's head, and they're both like white trash, toothless, hillbilly motherfuckers, But his partner in crime is like. As Henry's confessing the murders, he's like, and I was with you on some of them murders, wasn't I, Henry? It's fucking weird, bro. You gotta see that shit.
Well, here's what we have to stop doing. We need to stop politicizing these people. Stop putting them on TV. That's all they want. Anytime there's a school shooting, they throw the person's picture up. Stop doing that. That's why they want it. That's why they do it.
Or you know what? You do it once, right after it happened, just to let people know.
It's like, here's the scumbag. We're going to show him for 2 seconds. Bye.
Yeah, that's like they have all these Sandy Hook documentaries now. Don't remind people about this scumbag. You know what I mean? Don't fucking Adam Lanza and any.
I'll tell you, to the day I die, bro. That is the saddest story I've ever seen.
Oh, like, bro, I've
never seen anything like. There's a lot of sad shit we've seen over the years, especially you and I. We've seen a lot of shit, but that is. I cried a lot of times watching that. The funerals for them kids, man, was fucking awful.
Bro, I'll never forget the day, December 14th, 2012, bro. That was the day. If anybody wants to know what solidified my atheism, it was that event. Now, don't get me wrong. There was other things. I watched my friend Shannon, lose her 7-year-old to leukemia. 9/11 took place. I went there right afterwards and, saw that death and destruction. Not you know what I'm saying. I was there after it happened, like a month later, but you couldn't even, anybody was there. I mean, just the smell in the air and everything. You know what you're smelling.
Smells
like
that.
It was a fucking and then Sandy Hook, I was like, that's it, bro. That's it for me. You know what I mean? Like there can't be a God in this world.
You really have to wonder, man. All the sad shit that happens. And I'll tell you one thing I've learned, man. Human beings are depraved people, man. They're evil, evil people. Like just the things people can do to other people is evil, man. It's depraved. And that cat that did that little prick. I mean, that is, even watching like this, the kid that did the one in Florida. They're trying him now.
Nicholas Cruz,
he's sitting in court, and it's like. It's just, it's disturbing, man. Just, Uvalde and just all these things. Just,
I'm gonna get right back to that. But Stacks said, Stacks, common sense said Stacks did 2 weights, 1 head. That's because he got fucked. What was I going to say about? Oh, did you ever hear Adam Lanza? You could look this up on YouTube. Did you ever hear when he called into that radio show and he starts talking about Travis the Chimp?
No, but it's weird you're bringing up Travis the Chimp because I don't know if you know this, but someone at Barstool did a documentary on him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird you brought that up. What is Travis the Chimp? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Travis the Chimp was this woman had this chimp as a pet for a long time.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the whole story, but something happened one day. I think a neighbor came over to drop something off or something like that. And the fucking chimp, bro, just started attacking her, and he tore her to pieces. He tore her eyes out.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
he winds up outside with her. They called the cops. The owner called the cops, and the cops got there, and I forget exactly what happened. I think the chimp actually got himself into the cop car at one point. The cops shot him, and he ran into the house and went into his cage and died. But he tore this woman's face off.
Wow.
She came on Oprah, bro, after, years later.
Right.
Bro, everything's gone.
And you're telling me that Lanza called about the chimp? Was he like,
yeah, the chimp
celebrating?
ripped her hands off, by the way, too, I think. But yeah,
Jeez.
Lanza called. If you look it up, Adam Lanza, Travis the Chimp. That's all you got to see. There was some weird fucking ominous radio show that talked about mass killers and stuff like that. And of course, Adam Lanza was obsessed with this, for quite some time, this show. And he called in one day and he starts talking about Travis the Chimp. And bro, the way he's talking about him, you could tell that he saw this chimp as I don't know, like he almost wanted to do what he did. He wanted to cause death and destruction. And he was describing to the radio host why he thinks Travis did it and how he can relate to him. And bro, it's bonkers.
I've
and
never seen that.
Yeah, and it's Adam Lanza has that flat affect, of course, where he's just like, yeah, I called to talk about Travis the Chimp. And the thing about Travis is it's very fucking creepy, bro. And they found this out through their investigation when they went through his hard drives and all that shit.
Well, I think another really sad part about, like, not only was it incredibly sad, but like, he killed his mother too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Good. The fucking bitch. She left an arsenal around this dickhead and an unlocked safe.
Good point.
Yeah, you know what? So yeah, we could attribute that tragedy to that fucking bitch. She was one of those survivalist lunatics.
I'll tell you what, he is a disturbing looking character as well. Like, just seeing that kid makes me sick. Like,
I know, bro.
All those people, man. All like the Columbine kid, they're just disturbing motherfuckers, man. All of them.
I know.
And how about the people that like worship them, man? Like, you ever see that Vice thing they did? Vice did a thing about these goofy people that like worship them. Like, there are women that like want to date those guys, and like
Nicholas Cruz, the Parkland shooter, they said till this day, bro, he gets thousands of letters a week and thousands upon thousands of dollars in donations sent to him every fucking week, bro.
Well, Jeffrey Dahmer, his father has complained to the media in like the last couple of weeks that women have been throwing their panties onto his lawn. Like,
that's
it's
fucking sick, bro.
Very like, and then you see like little children dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like, who the fuck teaches these kids that?
That's sick, bro. It is. It really is. Let's see. Sean Landon Clark said Travis was sexually mature, got angry, attacked her friend, and removed her face, eyes, ears, everything completely. Yeah, he did, bro. Look up real quick. Google Travis the Chimp attack victim.
I feel like I've seen this. Here's one thing I'll say real quick as well. Like, when I hear like an animal does this, it's like, well, it's an animal. Like, animals, I guess you can't complete. But like when a human being, Chris, like, and I'll admit I've seen these cartel videos, for instance, like the shit those people do to other people. It's like flaying someone's face off. It's like, that is fucking evil, man. Like, fucking evil.
Without a doubt, bro. Cellar Door said, Jeff and FBS, have you ever seen the movie Chained with Vincent D'Onofrio? Pretty disturbing shit. Yes. Yeah, I didn't think I did, but yeah, he kidnapped the what the fuck was it? It was a boy he kidnapped, I think, right? And he kept him as a slave, or was it a girl?
Okay, yeah.
Kept her chained in the fucking house, and then I can't remember if it was a boy or a girl, but they would get loose, and then they were started. He would bring people home to kill, and he would bring them down in that fucking basement or whatever that room was, and he would kill women in there. Yeah. I just saw that not that long ago. For some reason, I can't remember if it was a fucking boy or a girl.
Well,
that he
Vincent
had
D'Onofrio,
paid
he was very disturbing in Full Metal Jacket. I always thought in that bathroom
Oh
scene,
God, that scene.
very creepy. Like
I
the
am
music in the background,
in
like
a
the little
world of shit. Yeah, bro.
and you hear that, like you hear the drip, and it's like that music. Like
Yeah.
that's a very disturbing scene, dude.
Very.
That always
Absolutely
creeps me out, man.
Yeah. Bobby Flynn said all the women who worshipped Richard Ramirez. Yep. Mini 560 said, look at Chris Watts. All the women still after him. Yeah, that's
He's
sick bastard.
Chris Watts, man. He is you talk about a fucking deranged lunatic. You ever see
Bro.
those like reports where he walks in, he acts like he's blown away that his wife's dead, and he like tries to
Bro.
he like starts crying and shit.
I was so into that case while it was happening. And then afterwards, when he finally confessed, there's like a 2 or 3 hour tape on YouTube where he finally told the cops everything. And when he describes how right after he smothered one of the little girls to death, the other one looked at him and said, Daddy, are you going to do to me what you did to Cece? Bro, I fucking broke down. Bro, I'm not even going to lie. I couldn't listen to any more. It's so fucking sick, bro.
But you know what's really weird and just sickening is how many people do shit like that. Like it's not just like a one-off thing, man. Like this shit happens a lot.
Yeah, bro, it does.
Do that to your own. I mean, I don't know how the evil overcomes you to do something like that. I don't even think it can be explained, really.
No. I forget who it was. I think it was a media person or a lawyer or something who labeled guys like Chris Watts family annihilators. You know what I mean? But even that, just that term, it's one of those things that shouldn't even exist. You know what I mean? Just that phrase, family annihilator.
Like you think about it, like, didn't he do it all because like he had like a side piece and he like just wanted to be with her? It's like, just go then. Like, I don't get it.
Well, that sick bitch too that he did that for. She was studying up on what was her name, Amber Fry, Scott Peterson's chick. Like,
I've actually, let me just say one thing, and I'm only looking at from a criminal standpoint. I have said for years, I think the Scott Peterson case has holes in it. I really do. And if you look into it, I'm just saying there are some things that don't make sense about it.
Like what?
I
don't know that case real well, but I know it fairly well.
But I understand what you're saying as far as like Amber Fry, like I think still wants to be with him or something at one point. Like she still was like very interested in it. But I'll pull him up. There's some things that I remember reading about it that didn't make sense to me. But you know, it still doesn't defeat the fact that she's dead, Lacey Peterson, and it's a fucking sad story either way.
Yeah, it is. But that what's her name? Tara or something? I forget the girl's name. That
you're talking about Watts.
Yeah. She was they found in one of her Google searches something like how much did Amber Fry get paid for her book? Some sick shit like that. So it goes to show she's a twisted motherfucker too. You know what I mean? And all these women that always say that, oh, I didn't know he was married, or you know, I had no idea he had kids. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? That's bullshit.
Yeah, but like even if you like, all I'm saying is I think it puts a lot of like the man is the problem in that whole thing. The man is the one that went out and found a woman, and who knows what he told her. Either way, just leave then. Like, why do you? What is hurting people going to do? I don't get any of it.
I know. Well, yeah, his thing was, well, listen, there's a couple of, I don't know how to say this, but his thing was, and like a lot of these guys that do this, even cases that aren't as high profile, they're so terrified of losing every fucking thing they have to child support and alimony that they see this as a better option. Now, that's sick and twisted. I do not agree with that, but I will say, the way this country works as far as fathers' rights and things like that, really, and the fact that the woman always wins in court no matter what, does not help the situation, because men do have a reason to be terrified. What happens if I just leave my wife for this woman? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but I think, but then I think also say like, then God forbid, like, I don't know, like, what do you need? Why are you involving the kids in this? Like,
I know.
it's sickening, really.
I know, bro. Twisted, bro. Fuck that motherfucker, bro. I hope somebody kills him in prison in the worst possible way.
I'll also say that it's funny someone brought up the Vegas shooter. Have you ever researched that story at all?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at the comment right here, huh?
Like, have you ever looked in like how like what was actually done in that whole thing?
Oh, I know his whole story. Yeah.
It's like,
There's a dope documentary about that on Prime right now, bro. Dope
oh, is
fucking
there?
documentary. Yeah, yeah.
But you watch it, it's like, how does one person do all that?
Bro. That
Like, and that
motherfucker.
high and manage to like, it just doesn't make
Well,
sense.
he was a genius. He had all the fucking distances and everything figured out. He knew the wind velocity. It was unreal. But if you look into his story, bro, that wasn't his original plan. He had been trying different hotels and different outdoor venues and music festivals and shit for a while. That's just the one he settled on.
You always ask though, like with people like that guy, like what was the motive there? Like why
That's
do
the
that?
thing. There's till this day, nobody knows. The only thing, like if you watch this new documentary, they talk about how he truly was losing his fortune through this fucking poker, this video
Oh,
poker he was
oh, yeah?
addicted to. And
And I
the
know
only
he was-
thing they could come up with is this was his revenge, not necessarily on society, but on the gaming industry, on the casinos. You know what I
Right.
mean? This was his, and that was his, I think, favorite casino in Vegas to go, gamble. And it was his. I mean, that's only, that's a hypothesis, basically. But it's, who knows? Other than that, there's no motive. I mean, other than maybe the fact that he just wanted to be the mass shooter with the highest body count, which is exactly what he became.
That he became.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But you ever watch his brother on the
Yeah,
fucking
his brother
interviews?
his brother was a bank robber. I don't know if you know that.
No, their father was.
Oh, was it his father?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Their
Yeah, the
father.
brother was weird too, to be fair.
The brother was a fucking, and he talks about how wealthy we're so wealthy thanks to my brother. I'm a wealthy man now. Like this guy was fucking. He belongs on SlobTube. That guy's brother.
Listen, thank God most of these people die. Thank God. I mean, it's only a shame they just didn't off themselves instead of hurting so many people.
Well, I gotta say this. Oh shit, I lost my train of thought now because I looked at Mob Entertainment Group's fucking comment. What were we just talking about?
But I will say, like, when I mentioned this story, like, it does seem very hard to believe that one person did all that. I'm just being honest. Like, when you even watch back some of the shooting parts, like, it seems like there are multiple shooters. Like,
Well, you could hear the echoing. Definitely makes it
That
sound like
but like anything with, but if you're that high, it is really incredibly hard to be hanging out of a window controlling a gun of those sizes.
I know, bro.
The way, like, it's hard to like understand, really.
Yeah, that's one where you could definitely see why people might start to form some conspiracy theories. But I absolutely believe, that it happened,
Oh,
just the way.
definitely.
No, the way they said it did, though. I
Yeah.
mean, he had this shit figured out. It took him days just to get all those guns up to the room. But what I wanted to say is, can you agree that Darkness is quite possibly one of the most genius music videos ever fucking made?
Darkness?
You know what I'm talking about? Darkness by Eminem.
I don't think I've ever seen the video.
Oh my god, bro! Darkness. I think it was on Music to Be Murdered, Murdered by Volume 1. Bro, watch that shit.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Bro, Eminem does the whole song is about mass shootings and shit. That specific mass shooting.
Really?
Okay. And he does it as a metaphor. He says things like, I reached for the scope, but he's drinking. He's supposed to be drinking and getting drunk. When he reaches for the scope, there's a bottle of scope, but there's also a rifle scope, shit like that. And he's in the hotel room and he turns into Stephen, whatever his name was.
Paddock.
He turns into Stephen. Bro, it's unbelievable. Like when you watch it, you see him at the window and it's him. And all of a sudden he turns into Stephen Paddock and he starts shooting. But the whole song is like a metaphor for getting drunk.
Wow.
But it's really about that. And you should look it up, bro. Look
I've
it
never
up and
seen
just
that.
look up Darkness by Eminem, bro. I think
Let's
it's
check
one
that
of his
out.
best songs ever, but definitely one of the most ingenious music videos.
I feel like we definitely give Eminem credit, but I don't think we give Eminem enough credit. Like with
No.
like just like even like a song like Stan. I think Stan's one of the greatest songs ever written. Like I'm you ever just listen to it and just think like, wow, this is pretty incredible. Like the levels of the story, right, that he's
Yeah,
telling.
that's why Eminem said, "Bitch, I wrote Stan." Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, it's fucking.
And even like The
ingenious.
Way I Am, that song, The Way I Am, like he's just kind of talking to his people that are like they don't treat him like a normal human being, and he has to
Yeah.
deal with. It's just we don't give him enough credit. I don't think
His
I've never
cadence
seen
and
that.
shit in that fucking The Way I Am too. I sit back with this pack of
Yeah.
zigzags in this
Yeah.
bag of this weed. It gives me the shit
Yes.
needed to be.
The flow's
Yo,
great.
yeah. But Darkness, bro. When you watch that, it'll give you chills.
He
It'll
had
give
some
you
good
chills,
videos. I have to check that out.
bro. He
What's
even
the-
shows the whole thing takes place exactly how it took place. Like in the video,
Isn't
he's
it
got
kind of
the.
creepy though? Kind of. That sounds.
Oh, it's very creepy. He's got the room service card outside with the cameras set up, and then when the cops start to come in, it shows him shooting himself and killing himself, bro. It's fun. That video is crazy.
Let me ask you something about this. So when I look out my window right here, I face the street, literally 500 feet away from me. 2 years ago, a kid, he was a gay guy. He killed his boyfriend, stabbed him to death in a house.
Mm-hmm. It
Now-
wasn't MRE, was it? No, go on.
So he obviously went to prison, and there are new people living there. Would you live there knowing that? Because they have to disclose that, right?
Yeah, I've always asked myself that they're supposed to have to. I think
Because like
by
I
the law.
see like the people that live there now, and it's like a family. They have like little kids and stuff, and it's like
I've always wondered that about houses that murders and suicides and shit took place in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think in Pennsylvania they have to disclose it from what I know. I think
probably. I mean, I think
would you live there though? You wouldn't, right? You just have to look elsewhere, wouldn't you?
yeah, most likely I would have to look elsewhere. I don't think I'd want to live in, you know what I mean? You know, I don't know. It's not. Listen, you're entering a negative energy situation. You're purchasing it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna live now in a place where a horrible tragedy.
Would you want to know though? Or, like if you just didn't know?
Yes. Well, I would want to know if I haven't yet moved in or purchased the place. But once I've
What
done
if like
that,
the house
keep it a
was like
secret.
you had
'cause it's
tried
too
for
late.
5 years to find a beautiful, perfect house. You find this house and it's perfect for your family and you, and then the realtor comes in and says, "Hey, listen, Chris, some guy killed his family in this house about 10 years ago. It's brand new. Other than that, they only lived here for 3 weeks, and the house is how it is."
I would have to kill somebody, my own victim, to make it my own.
Yeah,
I'd say, all right, I'm going to move in, but I'm going to kill you first, Mr. Realtor. I'm going to kill you in the bedroom upstairs, and then that will make me feel like it's my own haunted house. Bro, did you ever hear the story of Lindsay Buziak?
No.
Lindsay Buziak. This was in Canada. This is one of the most interesting to me unsolved murder cases of all time.
Oh, real quick, before you tell me it, you know this show's not going to last, right? You know it's going to get taken down. This is so against YouTube policy. They hate this. Us talking about this stuff.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I've had several videos be pulled down because of I just talk about drug dealing. Yeah, they hate this stuff. Who cares?
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe I'll take it down. Who knows? I don't care at this point. But they don't give you a strike, right? They just remove it.
No. They would just say like you don't get monetized.
Oh, well, I never get monetized. I don't care.
Yeah.
But that Lindsay Buziak, bro, it's another interesting one to look up. I won't make this long, but basically she was a real estate agent. One day she was new, but to real estate, but everybody in her family, her father was a major real estate agent. So was her boyfriend. They were all loaded. Her boyfriend's mother was a multi-millionaire real estate agent. So she got into real estate, and one day out of nowhere, she gets a phone call from this woman with like a Hispanic accent, right? And the woman says, I need to find a house this weekend Okay, I'm willing to spend $1 million, but I have to find this house right away. And that's all she tells her. So Lindsay finds this house for her and calls her and tells her where to meet and all this shit, right? So Lindsay beforehand tells her boyfriend, who's a big hulking like hockey player slash, back in the day, and then he became a real estate agent. She tells him, "Hey, can you meet me there? So I have somebody there with me." You know what I'm saying? Because I'm nervous about this.
Right.
She talked to her father about it. She said, something doesn't feel right. Anyway, she shows up to the house one day. Her boyfriend wound up showing up about a half hour later, but she shows up to the house on the date, and one witness that drove by happened to see the couple coming out of the house as Lindsay, or I think a few minutes after Lindsay walked in. But Lindsay goes in the house and boom, that's it. She's killed in the upstairs bedroom, stabbed multiple times, and they never find anyone. Until this day, the case is unsolved. Or they never found anyone. I'm sorry. Until this day, the case is unsolved. The boyfriend's very suspicious. The boyfriend's mother. There was some thing about how Lindsay was once involved. She might have been an informant in a major drug case, things like that. But, bro, it's one of the creepiest things you ever heard of because she walked in and never came out, bro. And she knew something was wrong. Yeah.
That's wild. You have to wonder, and obviously the informant angle, I guess, has some legs, I would think, but amazing how they never find certain people.
Yeah, it really is, bro, because it's such an eerie case. Like, she gets this call, they tell her we want $1 million house, she finds one, and they kill her when she gets there. And there was only one witness that happened to see the couple walking out, but that's it. They were able to describe the dress the woman was in. It was a couple, you know what I mean? It was a woman and a man. But that's it, bro. And I think this happened in 2012, and the poor fucking father is still looking for answers.
You ever hear the Misty Beavers case?
I have, but I don't remember it.
About 2 or 3 years ago. It's very recent. It was this woman, Texas. She was a fitness instructor. She would do like classes at church and shit. She was very known in the community. She would do these fitness classes, and she would go to this church every morning and do them. And there was one time where she would do them outside. So the one day she goes in very early, she decides to do it inside because it's raining. She's inside. It's like 4, 5 in the morning. A half hour later, someone comes in. They find her brutally fucking, like, basically dismembered.
Jesus.
And they look at the closed circuit video in the church. And when I tell you this is a creepy video, man, it is. There is this silhouette, if you will. And it's like a person walking around with like this. It's almost like a hazmat suit on.
Oh, I have seen that. Yes, I have seen that.
You've seen it. Yeah.
Yes.
And then it's super raining very hard out, and you see a car like putting around. And to this day, they've never found who it was. Yeah. And they interviewed her father-in-law after the fact. And they started like looking into like how the person walked and like just the gait of the person. It's very creepy story.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. What I thought was one of the saddest ones ever. And by the way, Cellar Door, I've seen the missing 411 shit. There's a lot of crazy stories. But Brittany Drexel, they just found out who killed her. They just solved this case recently. But she was a girl in 2008. She lived in Rochester. She was 16, gorgeous fucking girl. And she asked her mother if she could go to Myrtle Beach with her friends for spring break. And her mom said no. She said, okay, well, I'm going to go sleep at so-and-so's house for a few days. And her mom says, okay, go ahead. I don't know why. And as soon as she went to her friend's house, they got in the car and went to Myrtle Beach. So she's at her hotel one night and she decides to walk to a friend's hotel to get some shorts the girl borrowed or something. And on the way back, you can see her. They have the video cameras on all the streets. You could see her walking. She's texting her boyfriend. And then all of a sudden, you don't see her anymore. And this fucking case was cold since 2008. And there was all types of theories. The police had thought that there was this one black kid whose father might have done it because his father got caught trying to kidnap a girl a year later in the exact same location, things like that. It turned out to be somebody completely different. They just solved it within the last like 3 months, but it's fucked up, bro. It's a fucking heartbreaking case, bro. Because this girl wasn't just like, killed painlessly. You know what I mean?
I just hope the people I care about and the people that I know, they get through life and they don't, it just happens so frequently, man, this kind of shit. These people that just disappear and shit like that. It's sad, man.
Yeah, Casey Robinson's talking about the laundry case. Laundry, however the fuck that Brian.
Oh
Laundrie
yeah, the
guy?
Gabby Petito, yeah.
Gabby Petito, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fucked up one too, bro. It's weird, man. People, like you were saying about like the family annihilators and shit. Like, what brings you to murder as the conclusion to your problems, or the solution? I'm sorry, to your problems.
I've never understood it. For instance, like when we talk about the mafia, like I think most of the people that we talk about that kill other mobsters, there's a reason. Like we understand why they do it. And that's why I think in a way, like mobsters aren't all really that bad at people because they're all killing scumbags on other scumbags, but yeah, it's really the innocent people that I really feel for. I don't know why you get to that point. I don't get it.
No, me neither, bro. And that's why I love true crime, bro. Like missing persons cases, I just find them to be so intriguing.
It's interesting. I never really did. I always found it to be really disturbing. Just like, again, it's just mostly innocent people, and I have a real, I don't know. It saddens me. I guess it's creepy too, man.
Yeah, Maura Murray. That's probably the most famous missing persons case ever, and her case is fucked up, bro. I mean, she crashed her car in New Hampshire. She was on the way to Vermont, I believe. That she was leaving from Boston College. Nobody knew why she went. She just one day got in her car and started to drive to New Hampshire. And she got in a car accident on the side of the road and vanished into thin air. And nobody till this day even has a fucking clue what happened to her. It's so bizarre, the case, bro. And her poor father, really... this we've watched this man grow old because this happened in like 2004, I think. And this poor guy is just doing everything he can to try to find answers, and there is none.
Yeah, the pain you would think, with the parents, that's who you really feel, just what do you say?
Absolutely, bro. It's fucked up. Bradley Fountain, $4.99. A man stands with his friends. Always, bro, for sure, man. I'll always believe in that. That's the way I am. I expect my friends to do it for me, and I'll always do it for them.
You want me to tell you something? You know what you should do on these channels? You should talk about this shit.
That's what I was going to get into for a while, bro. The true crime thing. Because I got a lot of these cases in my head. Shanna, too. You know what Shanna does? Like, she don't listen to music or YouTube. Well, not MobTube. But she listens to court cases constantly. You know what I mean? You can ask her about certain cases. Bro, she could tell you every fucking detail of the trial. Shit. I told her that's what she should do because, bro, let's face it. All you got to do is have a pretty face and tell true crime stories. You're going to have 1 million subs in no time.
I'll tell you another thing about true crime. Like, I'm not comparing him to you, but I would base my channel off of his if I were to do it. There's a guy I follow, Disturbed Reality. A lot of people know him in here. He does a show and he just shows like graphics and stuff. He doesn't show us anything. And he just tells a story.
I looked him up. I'm going to look him
He
up.
does a lot of like gore stuff for the most part, but he has like 400,000 subs. He's terrific. Very good channel. He's got a great voice and he did the Misty Beavers case one time.
My favorite one is that chapter. You ever see that chapter?
No.
It's an Irish guy. His name is Mike. And he tells these stories like, bro, he's got it down pat. I think he's the best true crime fucking storyteller on YouTube. And this guy makes tons of fucking
I'm about to look
money.
that up right now.
Yeah, look up that chapter.
You ever see Plagued Moth?
No.
Plagued Moth does some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah, check that. I'm looking at Disturbed Reality now. Yeah, I never saw this guy.
Disturbed Reality does a lot of like, definitely a lot of cartel stuff, but he does a lot of like, different shit.
Bro, did you ever hear of the Toy Box Killer?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God.
He's done something on them. They're very depraved people. Yeah.
Do you remember, like, did you ever go on YouTube and listen to the tape he used to play for his victims? It was like instructions and he would tell them what's about to happen to them.
Yes. And I also wanted to bring up on that level, you ever hear that Golden State Killer voicemails that he would leave?
No, I never listened to that.
They're creepy as well.
I gotta check that out. Here's Mike DiBella, $50. He said I shouldn't have disrespected the show. My apologies to all you guys. I don't usually lose my temper like that. Have a good night. All right, Mike. Listen, yeah. Hopefully, we could talk it over and maybe try this again. But thank you for apologizing. You got to understand my position in all this, Mike. And thank you very much for the $50. I appreciate that. So that's a good thing. It's a good way to end off the show.
That's a good point. Blackwater. You talk about a fucking. Wow, that's good. You're a good shit, Casey. You're right on that. Yeah. This is a Halloween type of show, isn't it? Very Halloween.
Yeah, it is. Casey's a dude, by the way.
Did I say that?
I thought you said chick.
Oh, did I?
I thought.
I said really good shit. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you said.
No, my fault. My fault.
It sounded like you said you're a really good chick. I was like, wait,
yeah.
whoa.
No, really good shit. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. All right, listen, I'm going to shut it down. Thank you for coming on, Jeff.
Yeah, this was a fun show, man. We haven't done
it. Was. Bro, I've enjoyed this more than anything I've done in a while. So I appreciate it.
Who would have thought after the start of this show?
I know, bro. I know. See how things can turn around. And we still got 236 fucking people at 12:06 a.m. You know what I mean? So
Casey Robinson says, I'm the ugliest chick in existence. That you are.
No, I think that's Lauren NB. Just my opinion.
All right, Christian. Thanks for having me. Good stuff.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, bro.
Yep.
Peace. All right. Well, listen, I give Mike DiBella props for saying that. That's good, man. I'm glad to hear him say those things or see him say those things. Michael McDonald, I agree, bro. And you know what? I had a feeling because I know Mike is no pussy and all that, but I know Mike to be a gentleman for the most part. So I had a feeling he might do something like that. So I'm glad. Chip Mayo said, don't ever question my credibility, Jeff. All right, guys, listen, this was a fun show. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did as well. I will see you guys tomorrow at some point, but as for now, I'm going to go do my thing. I might check out some of this disturbed reality Jeff was talking about, and I'll check you guys out tomorrow. All right. Thank you, everybody, for the donations. I love you all. And until next time, salute.